say. Let's say
Hey,
30.
welcome
Yeah.
to Thursday Night D&D, the Friday campaign with DM Kalsto. The full week of Friday campaign.
You need
And
two.
I like the someone had it in our Discord channel. It was all the different days. It was like every single day had one. It was like, oh wow, yeah, I guess we did. So yeah, we did it. This is definitely a fun way to spend evenings on a week for it. So we'll get right to it, picking right where we left off. In a little bit of distress. You guys spent the majority of last session training, honing your powers. Some of you doing so in a great extent, some of you not so much. Missed actually mastering this, well, not mastering, acclimating is probably a better word, to this new amulet you're trying to find out that's supposedly like a compass for this task you'll need. And you just kind of continue on. However, during training this day, it would seem Dennis's vision finally came true. As you ran over, seeing distress to find Tristan melted, nothing but small bits of flesh and organs and a skeleton. Reaching into his power, Dennis looked ahead, saw a strange knight. With a quick draw of a sword, woke up at the beginning of the day. And that is where we'll pick up. So, Dennis, in your anxiety, what do you wish to do?
Immediately cold sweat.
And I gotta ask you,
Mm-hmm.
for your training,
Yeah.
what time did you wake up that day?
Let me roll some dice about it.
Because you don't train with them.
I slept until like 9 or 10.
Okay, so you wake up, you look around.
No, I wake up and I immediately burst out of my door very loudly. Just go, Tristan!
As you look around, Alm's not there, Goblin's not there, Tristan's not there.
I'm gonna go to his room and just open the door.
Empty. Kerf, what time do you go to your training, would you say? Are you a good early riser for your training?
He has me on guard duty. I'd be there at like 6 a.m.
Okay. It's literally... Actually, Zoe, what time do you go in? You could go in a little later, too, if you want to, but...
I imagine since her and Dennis go to the same place, I imagine she'd probably wait for him.
Makes sense.
So-
It's the three of you then, because it's just Sykes, you and Zoe. Sykes can't really go too many places, so he typically goes just with you guys.
Dennis, are you all right?
It's today. It's today. It's happening today. And I'm like just walking. I'm walking out of the door.
Hey,
It's today.
what's today?
It happens today.
What, the goo?
Yes, the goo. It happens today.
Do you know when?
Afternoon, near lunch, sometime. I'm
I have an idea. Maybe we can do our training in the stance of the arena today. So if something does happen, we can jump in and help.
Yeah, okay.
You start going to the arena. I'll go talk to Serena.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run over to the temple, and you run immediately to the arena?
Yeah.
Sure. As you arrive, guards at gate. You have your own guards that are kind of there. What do you say to these guards?
We're here to
Dennis,
train our powers, right? Mine's prophecy. I saw something. I need to get inside.
Roll a persuasion check. You also don't know that these guys know anything about your powers.
pretty good persuasion check though.
They're just
Man
like,
is
hmm.
the man is frantic and sweating. It's like,
Something,
man.
something horrible is going to go on wrong today. Let me in. I'm going to try to stop it. Please. It's part of my training.
I believe you. Unfortunately, I can't let you in, but let me go fetch Banner immediately. He's just supervising training that's going on right now. I'll bring him right over. And he just kind of goes, and the other ones just kind of sit there with you. And they start like talking to your escorts, and your escorts like, we don't know what the hell this guy like. He just ran out the door, and we just started following him. He didn't say anything.
No, I was saying stuff. I was saying it's today. It happened today.
But they're literally just apologizing for this crazy madman. Dennis, roll a D100 in tower, please. Who wants to do the opposing roll?
I mean, I'll do it.
Tower. Oh, no.
Did I actually roll good today?
All right.
Damn it.
So, Dennis, you watch, and it doesn't take long. It's probably like 3 or 4 minutes. And Boehner comes to the front, like, this guy obviously relayed your urgency to him. And he kind of runs up and he's like, wrong. They said something wasn't.
Yeah, something's gonna go wrong today. If you continue pushing Tristan this hard, you need to either lay off today or end your training early.
It should be fine.
No, it's not. You're going to push them too hard.
I just need to get back to them, and then I will have them stop for the day. We can talk about it. And then you hear a scream. You hear a scream in the background.
This is what causes it.
And he just turns. You guys run in.
Yeah.
That is not again.
Okay, I'll go with him next time.
You see? Actually, I didn't even see if Goblin. Yeah. Oh no, Goblin, are you here? Or can you talk? If not, Goblin's just kind of sitting there in the same pose as before, because Goblin doesn't know any different. And you just see again, it's mostly skeleton, some organs and flesh just sitting there, and Tristan completely just destroyed.
I look frustrated. I'm gonna like look out to where I saw that night last time, and just like with just the faintest bit of hope in my heart, because I believe he did this, not me, or gave me another chance.
Roll it in power. See what he's got. It'd be funny if you were the same roll. You just sit there and you focus and you blink and you focus and you blink. It's not changing this time. That's something. It's got to be something.
I'm gonna just walk over to where I saw him, and I'm just gonna start just like scraping at the ground at anything. Oh, please, you were here last time. Where are you now? I need you again. I messed up. I couldn't save him again. Why do I have to wake up so late today? Why couldn't I just woken up 4 hours earlier? That's all I need. Just another 4.
Can you roll a D100 for me too? Just because you guys would have had a different D100 for the day.
Did you say me?
Yeah.
And what do you want?
Do I need a new D100?
Nope. Your
D100 or
yeah, just a D100.
tower or no?
Up to you. This is just like a kind of training one. You get a
Nice.
reroll.
Nice.
Nice. No, I'm not re-rolling that.
No, it's like an auto reroll. There is no 69. It's a null.
Nice.
Because it's the nice number.
See, it's close.
I tried to get close.
It rounded up. Okay. Yeah. So
Dave, 69
basically,
should be considered an 01, actually.
okay. So same thing that happened at the end of session yesterday, more or less. There was an accident during training, and Tristan ends up dying. So Goblin's just kind of sitting there a little bit in shock after seeing this happen. You see Dennis just freaking out, and he's like clawing at the ground over, like not even next to where the body is, like yelling. What do you do?
Is that
Turf.
goo? What am I doing?
Yeah, because you're like you were kind of looking off, and you kind of see this happen. Basically, from what you saw,
is that goo that I've been putting my hands in nearby?
Yeah, you still have the goo. So there's.
I just panicked and run in and put my hands in the goo.
Yeah, it's not on him right now though. So the other one is it makes its way over and it goes on top of where his corpse is, anyways. So you can do that and wait for it to get over there.
And I'm yelling at it, hurry, hurry.
Mm-hmm. Dennis is digging at the code. I forgot, Kerf. Your family stone alarm goes off.
How often has it been going off over the last couple days?
It has not, like, it doesn't do like the I'm in danger mode. It does like the I died mode.
Oh, okay. So that's the first time I've seen that. Yeah, no, I completely ditch my training.
As you start running, where are you going? And you're rolling athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Let's see how quick you get there. Well, at least you're faster than you are stealthy. So you make your way over there. Dennis, what would you be doing at this point? It probably takes Kerf like a good 20 minutes to get there.
Just frantically pleading that I don't want that if Tristan's gone, then that means that I would have to fill his place, and I can't fill his place because I can't be the man that Tristan is, so I need him. I need him with me so he can continue to be the kind soul that we need, the one who wants to help everyone, because I can't be that person. And if he's gone, then that means I'll have to be that person, and I can't do that. Please, I need him.
All right, so while you plead, Kerf, you make your way into the arena. You see there's currently a goo on the skeletal remains with tissue bits around it. You see Tristan nowhere, and you just see Goblin awestruck, unable to even speak, so it would seem. And you just see Alm yelling up top at the goo as it's trying to do this healing thing.
Dennis, I do the exact same thing. I walk up to him, I stand over him, and I just stare.
I'm not doing that. I'm in the rafters crawling at like a stair.
I know, but you see me do this.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're consistent. I see what you mean. Last time it was an accident, but this time it's my fault. What? No, you can't make me live with that.
That is the one variation of this day. Oh, it's like this is like a bad butterfly effect version of the movie now. Basically, this wasn't supposed to happen until later in the day, but because you took Baynor controls the ooze.
Yeah.
And so basically, because you got Baynor away from it, they were just finishing, and it inadvertently killed him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be more we could do, though.
If I just had one more chance, I'd be more aggressive. I'd know where to go. I'd know what to say.
Just roll a d100 for something totally different. Not unrelated, but oh no. God damn it, Peter.
Peter, I swear to God.
It's at this time that Zoe and Sykes probably get here too.
As Zoe wanders in, was there a bunch of running people to hear, or
It was the same scene as basically the day before. There was like frantic people trying to run over. And yeah, there's some more drow here at this point trying to tend and look, and just gathered around. You see Baynor talking to a couple, and you see Kerf just sitting over this ooze. You do not see Tristan, but you see some sort of skeleton inside this ooze at the moment,
given the
where the
warning that
training was
she was
occurring.
informed of, I think she would immediately cover her mouth and then with both hands in shock, and then immediately run down, uh, just kind of hop over the edge down into the arena and run over to see if she can help.
As you get over there, you can talk to Kerf, but you just see this obliterated body.
Uh, just from a quick look at him, is there even enough left to save, or is he?
There's like small bits of tissue and organ that's left, but it's mostly skeleton. What do you do, Kerf? You do, Kerf?
I'm gonna kneel down
Mhm.
and I can heal, but I can heal, but I can't do this much. But I just get my hands in there and my hands start glowing. And I dump until I can't dump anymore.
All right, so you empty out all of your healing power and your emotional reach.
It's not
Nothing
looking
happens.
good, but Zoe will also kneel down beside her and assist.
Yeah, as you apply your powers as best you can, it seems he is already dead.
Her ears are down.
I'm sorry, Kerfer.
Maybe maybe Mother's took a clone of him. Maybe he's just back home. Don't leave me behind.
As this sad day progresses in, I would say they probably send word to you, Slumber, and your trainer. So you probably turn your training back and just kind of you still accomplish your training you did.
Mhm.
You just head back a little bit earlier. So as you kind of get back, as opposed to going to your lodging, you go to the arena where I'm assuming most of the party is still.
There you go.
Right, so as you get there, you just see him still. You see a body, a skeletal body in a news. You see Kerf and probably at least Zoe there. Um, oh, actually, Dennis. As you're yelling up in the stands,
Mm-hmm.
Sykes just kind of walks up there. What are you yelling about?
It can't be me. It can't be me. It has to be him. It can't. I can't. It's my fault this time. Last time it was just I was trying to stop an accident, but now I just made it happen.
He walks up to you and he punches you straight in the face. And he just points his finger at you. You only take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
And he just points his finger at you and he's like, I told you this was going to happen if we stayed here. You didn't listen to me. And he just walks away.
That breaks me.
And he'll probably, he's going to probably stay here too because he has to have someone take him back. And there's nobody to take him back right now. All right. Mist, what do you do?
Can I go? I'll go look at Tristan's bones.
And you're all collectively in this arena. You could all be at the same spot at this point or whatnot. It's totally up to you.
I'll look at the pile formerly known as Tristan.
Yeah, it's bones and some little. Basically, if you threw him out and the dogs mostly picked him clean, he kind of looks like that.
I'll thumb through the book that I was given, trying to remember which rune that one was.
Oh yeah, here.
I remember which one it was, but
do you remember both?
Not both.
Hold on. There you go.
Hmm. How did this happen?
I can't explain it. I forgot I'm dead.
Dennis has not moved on from that spot in the stands, but he's less trying to search. He's more just sitting with his hands in his face at this point. He is not with the rest of the group.
Can I?
I think.
I'm gonna wander off and trying to find like some scrap metal.
Like, what kind of scrap metal are you looking for?
Uh,
This is an arena too. Like, you could tell that there's definitely been like fights and things in here for other reasons. So there's like the shield that was used to kind of guard Goblin. There's like bits of shields and swords about. But if you're looking for like something different, it would just depend.
Just a
There's
sword.
chains,
Then.
maybe. Oh yeah, sword's easy.
Can I like place it next to the pile?
Which pile?
Tristan.
Oh, and like the ooze?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can put it in the ooze. It isn't the corrosive ooze. You just put it in there? Do you put it in like any specific way?
Like hilt first, so I'm not stabbing the ooze.
Very, very generous of you. And it just kind of sinks down into the ooze.
What are you doing?
Well, I had to look through the book, but Tristan got a second rune, and it should be restoration.
You didn't think to tell us earlier?
Can he restore himself from such a state?
Can I look for Baynor?
He'd still be around.
I'm gonna ask him what the restoration rune does, or is supposed to do.
See, now this is the complex thing about these runes. They symbolize the connection of the power, but how these powers manifest can be different amongst many different people. So there's nothing very specific, and it depends on how it's used. There's a lot of variables you see. Um,
Hmm.
if he does show a second rune, that is was very promising. um,
Could it fix a melted man from being melted?
he was alive potentially. I mean, he's been training his restoration ability for days.
I look at him. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's not a healing ooze. It's just nutrient dense. It stimulates growth. The healing was
Wait,
always him.
wait. We've been training the restoration rune.
Well, no, we were training him to see how he'd manifest. So, and he'll explain this to you, and you're probably the only person here when he explains this. The concept, because he needed to basically see if Tristan had any capability whatsoever to manifest the second ability. Or he'd die, and it wouldn't really matter anyways, because then he wouldn't be who they thought he was, and it'd just be an unfortunate thing. So the easiest way to do this, from what he noticed up at first, is after he kind of attacked him,
Hmm.
as they kind of put him in there because they were going to use magic to heal him. His ooze already started healing him without people actually healing him. That ooze is supposed to make it so you can recover faster, and it'll kind of help you from like not bleeding and things like that. But it actually has no healing capabilities on its own.
See.
Was in fact helping with it because while shapeshifts, like I said, some of these words and concepts can be very misconstrued and interpreted. Um, Shapeshifting, cell manipulation, all these things are very different. So that's like how he developed his own regeneration ability. Um, so essentially, more or less, what we've been doing inadvertently is breaking down Tristan's cells and basically burning them away and making him develop new ones over and over and over again. And oddly enough, you kind of think about these things. You guys have all been really, really tired, whether or not you've been doing physical labor or not. You gather some of these things may be connected.
Yep.
But unfortunately, yeah, he does not believe that it can help him at this point, not that he can think of.
So you said Gold Dragon gives power to people, right?
No, not specifically. In a sense, he always, in iterations, would come back. So let's say the world was in a state of great dismay.
Hmm.
Gold Dragon would reincarnate in a mortal form of great good to balance. And from there, he would almost inspire the heroes of those times, granting them power, so to speak, kind of like this. But most of these people just naturally had it. It was never like something given to them, and it kind of disappeared. So this remanifesting is kind of part of it, but it's never been a power that Gold Dragon had previously. It just kind of drew people to him. But again, this could just be bad information. Maybe they didn't understand how it worked. We could potentially seek out some sort of higher level magic to bring him back, but may be very difficult, especially now.
Yeah.
Uh, Miss, just roll a D100. I'm playing Morbid Curiosity.
I have bad ideas. Oof. Mm.
What's everybody doing?
I
Staring
think
off into nothing.
So are we gonna just leave his Corpse in the sand.
You talking to Banner or
Yes.
Oh, I'm assuming I'll probably send it home to his mother. Fortunate boy.
Weird question. Do I still see the runes on Tristan?
That's actually a good question. Roll a d100 as you try to use your amulet.
There we go. Hmm.
It's a very quiet result.
Can
I whispered it.
Yep. Can I try and weird feed power into the rune from mine?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Didn't think
Kind of
so.
get where you're going for. I'm just trying to think of. Yeah, it wouldn't really kind of work quite that way.
while this is going on, Zoe's flipping through her book of shadows, seeing if she can't find anything to help in this situation. Either something to, or with the mention of the restoration, either something to jumpstart it or something to help channel it into, well,
Mhm, mhm.
restoring him.
AFK taking dogs out.
Yep. Medicine check, missed. It's a great question. Roll, roll a history check. As you stop to think about this now, you're like, wait a minute.
Ooh,
Now that you look at it, it just might be.
I let out a very loud sigh and start collecting metal scraps. Or, no. Uh, hey, Banar, can we get quality metal? I point
Like,
at the melting sword. I point at Tristan's body.
Is the sword melting?
Yes.
you look at it, it's slowly breaking down, and this is not an acidic ooze. And what he noticed, do you point out what you saw?
Yep.
Right where next to where the sword is, you look and there's like a little bit more tissue than there was before.
Holy shit, I'm stripping off my armor.
I want to stop you, but I know I can't. Are you
What
sure
do
it
you mean?
wouldn't?
What do you mean quality metal? Like what kind of metal?
Oh, not scrap metal. Like I was gonna throw in there. Not rusted. Or
And his eyes just kind of light up, kind of picking up on your lead. Do you want Curve to roll this, or do you want to roll this, Mist?
I think Curve should roll it. He's her boy.
Sure. Tihandu?
Mhm.
Not horrid.
No. Okay. So you convinced him.
Uh-huh.
This is his quality roll for what he's going to go grab.
Nice.
So he almost looks like a giddy kid and he runs off.
Gonna come back with a bunch of adamantium. Zoe looks up at Kerfer, who's like stripping off her armor. What are you doing?
I look down at Tristan eating a sword. Look back up. I don't know.
Dennis, do you hear everyone kind of moving around and notice, or are you still just
Nope.
like in total shutdown mode?
I am in shutdown mode.
Has anyone even noticed that the poor man's not there?
I'm up in the stands.
Tristan would be ashamed of all you dead people.
I don't give a shit about anybody but the puddle of goo on the floor. Right now, at least.
Technically, I'm crunchy. Okay.
Where's Dennis?
You can do.
You can see him.
What's your passive? It's like over 12.
60
right?
feet. Oh, well, he's got
Oh,
a 60-foot automatic detect life anyway, so he can definitely pick you up.
Yeah, he is like sitting in on one of like the Coliseum stands. He's got his feet up on the chair, and he's just kind of like holding his legs to his chest, and he's just
Ooh, also
staring at nothing.
roll a D100. Also, Dennis. You notice his face is a little bit red, but you don't have any black eyes.
No, he could give me a black eye.
Nope.
Didn't roll high enough.
I'll go over there. Everything okay? Take that as a no, then. I'm assuming you're not talking?
Yes.
Okay. Don't worry, he'll be okay. Miss will stay there for a bit and then walk off.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh!
I'm the one that killed him this time.
This time?
She just kind of turns to look away, like slightly away from you.
Well, it looks like because of his second rune, we have a way to fix him. Honestly, with his second rune, he probably shouldn't even got that place in the first place.
All right. At this time, you hear Baynor come back with like 5 people, and you hear like clanking metal in bags.
Mm-hmm.
You can continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
What's the point of seeing the future if you can't change it? And then this is gonna like shift and stand up and walk back to our quarters.
You just watch Dennis kind of slowly walking away.
And what I said came through, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoe,
Yes.
can you keep an eye on Dennis?
Oh, sure.
She's like helping Kerfer with one of her shoulder pads.
You take her for this.
And she'll run after Dennis.
Yeah, I finished getting the shoulder pad off and I just put it in the puddle.
As you go to put it over there, Baynor just smacks you. Do not ruin my masterpiece. And you watch as he'll go and he'll slightly start removing the sword that was already breaking down with telekinesis, because he has a ring. He just starts moving it away. and he has like a series of different metal bars. Um, he's like, I wasn't sure how his body would react, so I brought a few things. Um, First, when you watch, he'll put in. Actually, he'll put in one. Let's see, that one, that one, that. Four. Yeah, so 4 bars and one chunk of this green ore. Actually, it's kind of like actually it's this one. No, this one. I'm sorry. In this state, it's still like a light bluish ore. In fact, for just reference, do you guys remember the ore from that was being harvested in the Curzon mines?
Vaguely.
Yes, the resonance,
Vaguely.
I think it was called.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's essentially it looks like that.
Okay.
So he's gonna put one of each chunk in there with him, just to see if his body can work with him. And now you just kind of wait. What do you guys do while you wait?
I
Actually, Zoe,
mean,
what do you guys do too? Because we're going to be here a while. It's not a super fast
Uh,
process, even if it succeeds.
Mist asked her to keep an eye on Dennis, so she's run over to kind of follow behind Dennis. Just kind of keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
you follow him back to where we've been staying. He opens the door to his room and he shuts it.
Um, so he will collect Silver. They nod to each other, and Silver is going to sleep under the door and kind of hang out under his bed and keep an eye or
Oh,
help
you
keep
sleep
an
under
eye.
the door? Okay, this is what you see. He takes the dragon chess set that's just like been in his room that he asked for while you were staying here. He's gonna pick it up, set it in the middle of the floor, start slowly setting up the pieces for a game of two, and then he's gonna summon Zeko on the other side and just start playing against himself.
Okay.
Little inkling, single ink tear.
She'll give him a moment of peace to help process things.
All right, so you keep an eye on him. Um, what do the rest of you do while you wait for this to do anything?
I think we just wait. See if it's actually working. I'm just gonna try and pay attention to the runes, see what they're doing, because it's technically two
Oh,
acting at once.
excellent question. Okay. Um, hmm. Roll me another D100 and tower really quick. I'm actually kind of curious about something else too. This has got to be one of those nights, and it's probably good we're not doing a lot of combat or super skill checks, and it's mostly like these percentile dice rolls.
Uh-huh.
You guys
The
roll
rolls all around.
stupidly low right now.
I also don't think Tristan is presently up for a combat.
God, I was looking for your portrait. It's like, let me whisper this. and then you just kind of watch Baynor like get all giddy.
Mhm.
His body is reacting to all 5 samples. It's like we have no time, and they're gonna go ahead and try to like get him into or like a refined container so they can condense the space. Um, and they move him from out in the open like to the indoor area. And then you watch, does anyone go in? Like they almost treat this like a surgery in a sense. Um,
Mhm.
does anyone not want to go, or does anyone like actually want to watch
I
what they're doing? I know
wanna
Kurf
pay
will
following.
go.
I wanna pay attention to the thing that I saw that I'm not sure what it is yet.
Zoe
Okay.
is definitely not jealous.
Hey,
Well,
you
Alright.
got you got Silver babysitting. You can leave.
I have to stay within 100 feet to
You
maintain.
can catch up with him later.
Yeah, she wants to make sure you're all right. She also doesn't know that this is going on.
True.
All right. So you watch as they start putting metal in. But they're almost like they're being meticulous with some of the bits that they have. And they're just kind of like, he's like, yep, there, okay. And they just continue to work. There's like 5 people working on the body right now.
I'm going to just take meticulous notes about what they're putting on him, what they're doing to him.
Uh-huh.
Because my mother is a freak and she will want to know.
This makes me almost wish Goblin were here because I could almost imagine Goblin being the kind of person that just throws in like a random piece of metal, like, yeah, paperclip, like.
So
All
is
right.
there a rune to the right? Or is
For
it
the thing I
like,
sent you a whisper about.
yeah, is it underneath?
Um, kind of. It's like an overlap.
Gotcha.
Like it almost kind of like. I'm trying to think here. I'll MS Paint it to you real quick.
Yeah, I'll basically be drawing the overlap and then just subtracting the rune I know.
These aren't the proper. Oh nope. It helps if I don't fuck this up when I try to do this. This is a bad representation, and
Oh please, it's
by no
fine.
means appearance in color. But it would kind of be like this, and it'd be the green one.
Mhm. Yeah.
But the area between the 2 on the left,
Hmm.
where the areas overlap, that's what's having the interesting reaction, and then the other thing is kind of slowly there on the other one.
Oh, I see. It was probably on top of the other end is being pulled towards the metal.
It seems that whatever reaction happened, um, that linked these 2 things in common had some sort of other reaction that was unintended. So by putting metal in there and activating both his metal and restoration runes, that seems to have done something inadvertently crazy.
Of course it has.
All right, so they go ahead and they place their metals. How you wait?
Well, I think I've done all I can. I'll go relieve Zoe if she wants to see this.
You show up. She's probably like in the main dining area, kind of sitting down reading.
Oh, hi, miss. How's he doing?
Much better.
That is
Eh,
great to hear. Is he
I
moving?
feel like he's not that good yet if you want to go check on him.
What about?
She kind of looks over at the dentist's door.
I'll know if he leaves.
Silver's in there keeping an eye on him. He's processing. Uh, is he still in the arena?
No, they moved. I'll tell you where they moved him.
Hmm. If things go bad or if things change, Silver knows where to find me. We'll come by right away.
And so we'll scurry off to go have a peek at the medical procedure going on.
At this point, by the time you go up there, it's completed. And so they just kind of have like a little cover. You can kind of see in where like the head should be. From what you could tell, you just see like a bunch of pieces of metal that almost look like they're melting. And everyone's just kind of sitting around waiting.
So it's been working?
Strangely enough, yes.
I never thought I'd see someone eat metal to restore themselves.
I must admit I'm quite surprised myself.
Uh,
Vader will also. You're still present, right, Miss?
Uh,
no, Miss went to
no,
go
I
upstairs.
was.
Oh,
I told Banner I was heading out, though. I will inform him about the
oh no,
third.
he was just gonna comment, and he'll make comment to the room how that was some quick thinking. Never thought of trying something like that.
Mist is a clever one.
She saved him twice now. I have to tell her I'm grateful.
I think he's gonna have to tell her too.
Griff, can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course.
Sorry, would you mind keeping an eye on our dear friend here?
She perks up and like does a salute, and we'll observe.
He'll kind of take you to the side. I'll kind of look at you. How are you doing, Curve?
I have had the most terrifying week of my life.
And believe me, I'm worried about all of you. I am sorry this happened, but you need to understand if he's going to be set upon this path, we have to be absolutely certain. This is nothing compared to what lays down the road.
I understand.
Honestly, there's a lot of gaps we don't know. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I'm not even 100% sure that Tristan is who your mother thinks he may be. If you think about it, and don't know much about this young Dennis, but both of these boys have quite a bit in common. And both show the potential to potentially be relevant for this. If and he kind of points to the body, this doesn't end up working the way we hope. They've been meant to be this way, as hard as that may be to swallow. However, considering he does have powers in the first place, I think he'll hold out. These things connect you people for a reason. But will do what we can. We need to get you back to full strength before the people that hunt you find you. You're still vulnerable even being here. They would know that once you leave here, finding you would be much more difficult. It's likely the last time they'll know exactly where you are. I'm not sure how long this will take. I would encourage you all to continue your training while we wait and see what this does.
Thank you again for your help. This isn't exactly what I was expecting when we came here, but he always desired something like this.
May I ask you just one other question I just found odd?
Sure.
I was actually originally a bit more concerned for this day to come. Where are his bodyguards?
You know, now that I think about it, I haven't seen them since nearly a week ago.
I was mortified of doing this training with them present. I mean, it would have made much difference anyways, but a lot less stress off me when you're not worried about someone putting an arrow in your head.
Their last appearance was when we tried to rescue the civilians from the Goblin camp. There were goblins and orcs, and we rescued our people and some surface elves, and this horrible woman. But no, I haven't seen them since.
You got it. If you hear anything, let me know, even if you're not here.
I raise a spiky eyebrow.
And he holds up, he has a cell stone too.
Way to get with the times, old man.
Gotta take advantage of the relationships you have in life. Never turn down free cell stone service.
That being said, I should probably tell my parents that he's not dead.
You told them that they were dead?
No, but they all saw the
We don't need to
flash,
mention-
I assume.
Just tell them it was a malfunction.
You want me to lie to my mother?
Your mother lies all the time.
She always tells me
Also-
I'm a horrible liar.
I just had a quick question for you too. That man that follows you guys around, where is he from again?
Can you get rid of him? I don't like him much.
I believe I've seen him before.
He was
Just
from
can't quite put my finger on it.
he came with the Candlebright Company, allegedly, and he's just been following us nonstop since.
I'll look into it. That one, I swear I've seen him somewhere before. I've never gone to one of those god awful performances. No offense.
It was fine.
Not my thing. Not my
he
thing.
he keeps calling Tristan master, and it's just ugh.
Do you tell him that?
Yes.
If he does anything strange, just let me know.
Oh,
I'll have-
constantly. He says the weirdest things all the time.
I'll
Please
have the
get rid of him.
guards keep an eye on him. We try not to make people disappear down here, but exceptions can be made, and he just smiles.
Please. For me, please.
All right. So, as you, do you guys want to do what you're doing over at the inn or the room?
No, I think that's all that happens.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, other than that, you just are kind of waiting to see what happens with Tristan. Anything you guys want to do this evening? You can go back and rest at the house. You can wait here if you want.
Things are taken care of. I should probably go back out and train.
I want to talk to Dennis.
Okay. Tell me how you go about that.
I go back to the house and I just come like crashing through the house, slamming doors. I slam open your door.
Okay. As you do, he's just sitting there in the middle of the floor at a half-played dragon chess game by himself.
Dennis. Dennis. I'll walk over.
And
Grab you by the top of your head, make you look at me.
doesn't resist, doesn't fight back. Doesn't even seem like he's really looking at you either.
Do you think that I'm not scared? Furious that he died too? We are going through exactly what you're going through, in different flavors, sure. But we are in this together, and I need your head on straight. Stop
That's funny.
sniveling. Tell me how you feel.
How can you trust somebody who got their best friend killed? Are you even trying to talk to me?
I didn't bring you with because you were a wimpy town god. No prospects. You're a friend of ours now, and I believe you have capabilities beyond our understanding. And I trust in your company, all right? You can't control everything, and you will find that out very, very soon. I have seen him on the knife's edge of death for days, every day. All you can do is keep going. Do better for us.
Goblin, are you back yet? Are you still driving?
I'm going to sit down on the other edge of the game board, and I move a piece.
Oh. Who wants to roll a D100 for Goblin?
Kate, do you know what the funny part about that is?
Yeah.
I was literally mid-typing silver, sneaks over to the other side of the board and moves a piece.
Anyone?
I mean,
I can roll.
if
Up to you guys.
you do.
Garrett, you have to
Not
turn
great,
right
but
soon.
could be worse.
So, as you guys are sitting there and you're doing your own thing, what was that?
I mean, I was thinking of how to continue that still. Because the last thing you said, I'm like trying to think of how to convey that.
I moved a piece.
What,
Your move.
what if this is the best that I am already? I'll move another, and I'll just move another one.
Your power's intensified yesterday. I move a piece.
Anyone who ever expected anything of me was always disappointed. I move one.
I think Mr. Bano is right. I trust his opinion. I think you are meant for more than an office job. Your book looked really cool. It's floating around behind you, taunting you. You like magic, don't you? Move a piece.
What does it even mean to like anything? I move one.
I like apples and roast beef and good company. It means whatever you want it to mean. Move a piece.
Um, I've had expectations forced on me before, and it was horribly, horribly wrong. It's just gonna be the same song and dance. Check.
Oh shit. I'm not expecting you to master this overnight. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fine.
I saw a future I didn't want, and I couldn't do anything to change it.
And you will
And
see that again and again.
but then why even? That makes it sound more like a curse than a gift.
Fate is not always kind.
I know.
It is your choice to be more than Dennis, or just Dennis.
Who even is Dennis?
Who is Dennis?
He's definitely not a Kramer. That was made abundantly clear.
My brother's name was Sandwich. Names never meant all that much to us, at least.
Names mean a lot to humans.
Then make yourself proud of it. I don't know. You don't have to find your path today.
Why did you storm in here? Who put
Because
you
I
up
was
to
upset.
talking to me?
I'm pissed that my best friend died and I couldn't do anything about it.
And I tried to do something about it, and I got him killed.
Oh, so we're in the same boat. La-di-da.
Yeah, but you didn't know what happened today.
Does it matter? It's gonna happen
Yes.
anyway. You told us it was gonna happen days ago, weeks ago. And
And
now
we
he's eating
stayed.
metal. Now he's eating metal and becoming something strange. If I know one thing about him, it's he's very tenacious. Flimsy, annoying, incredibly tenacious. He'll be alright. Don't beat yourself up. You're not that special.
Ooh, roll perception check.
Um, at this point, also, perf. Roll a d100 because it's suiting that you'd roll this roll.
Mm.
As you're kind of having this conversation, you heard like this thunderous rumble within the chamber of the city. It reminds you a little bit of someone having when they don't get their way and they're a little bit angry and yelling at people. This is what happens typically when Strix gets upset.
I'm gonna go check that out. Would you like to come, or are you comfortable?
Wish I could answer that question.
Okay, you're gonna come along with me now.
All right. Roll to carry a limp fish Dennis. He weighs
All
100
right.
pounds.
Nope, that is a big no.
I dead fish so good.
Well, I'm just going to leave you right here. I'll see you later, Dennis. Good talk.
Kerf's gonna have to teach you that kobold move where you just drop down on the ground in a ball. You can do it, Dennis. You have enough experience.
I do that better than her.
You did grow up,
see you
or
do it
you do live in a town of kobold people. All right. It is definitely coming from the arena. Miss, you would have heard this person come in. This man just kind of like teleports in and just starts yelling at people. Probably within 2 to 3 minutes, Baynor shows up, and this guy just starts having a conversation with Baynor.
Yeah.
Like,
I am
what
laying
the
in a
hell?
bag.
God,
Yeah,
he's
by the time
so
you get there, he calms down, but you can definitely feel a couple of the Strix is very, very powerful. So him being upset impacts things depending on how upset he is. And then you're just like sitting there, you're just like, "Clever!"
I I'm running up.
Vayner's like, just like, there they are now. See, everything should be fine. And
Strix, it's all right.
he just kind of, and he's like biting his lower lip, like he's just trembling.
He's all right. I know I fucked up, but he's all right. He's gonna be okay.
What the fuck are with these rolls tonight? He kind of sits there and you just watch him kind of, he regains his composure. And he's just gonna kind of come over and like give you a hug. Sorry.
Yeah, he is getting like a week's worth of stress squeezed into him.
I thought I thought it was malfunctioning. I see that's not the case.
Oh yeah, no, he was super dead.
Oh, you kind of like let him loose. Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't hear from mom or dad, so I came myself.
You know, I'm surprised I didn't hear from them either.
I tried to call you a couple of times too. I just assumed you might have been busy. It was while you were trading.
Ah,
We don't have missed call notifications yet. Still a work in progress.
um, how about I catch you up a little bit?
All
And
right, so
I'll
you kind of
sit him
explain
down somewhere,
everything
yeah.
through. I was gone one day. Everything goes to shit. He'll sit there and he'll look at Baynor. He's like, "These are who I think they are." Yes. He'll kind of like nod to confirm. See, um, you didn't tell them yet, did you? They didn't pass the trial. Oh, and he'll kind of pull you away, Curve.
You know, I blame you for this.
So,
I am
He,
eavesdropping so hard right now.
you gave
Mhm.
him an inferiority complex, and now he's doing weird dragon soul shit, and I
I just lived there. I. This doesn't matter. The people who are after you are from the kingdom of Tyros. I'm assuming you at least know this, yes?
I'm aware, yes.
The individual the two you described are basically two of the king's inner circle. We have our suspicions that are unconfirmed, and we'd need to be careful with what we'd share this with. But if we are correct, they are all demons.
Well, you know, those guys aren't actually after Tristan, they're after Dennis.
We need to have a sit down with Baynor, it would seem. Dennis, really?
Yeah,
Did he say why?
no.
Dennis,
Oh,
really?
no, no, no. You would know. We had a conversation. They said if I didn't come with them, I'd be wasting my potential or some other lies like that.
Huh. I'm not certain. I would not go with them, Dennis.
I am not there.
No.
That was
Right.
a refresher to Kate.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
he's limp at home. He
Glad
took it pretty hard.
he looks down. Can you at least explain to me what the hell is going on? And at this point, he's only probably like 10% restored. And he's just looking at the metal, the bones, the tissue. Why does my brother look like somebody's garage?
He
That's
looked a
strange.
lot worse about an hour ago.
What's with the metal?
Um,
He's
is
eating
Mist
it.
here? Mist?
Mistress
Yes.
is around.
Mist, come here.
Hmm.
Can you explain that like sigil stuff?
Well, you know about the sigils? Because that would make it a lot easier to explain.
He kind of will nod. I'm familiar with the concept, yes.
He had metal and restoration, so I assumed. And when I looked at the bones and the runes were still there, so I assumed they were still active. So, giving his control over metal and restoration, I assumed they could work together.
You just watch as he looks at you. Just like he looks kind of impressed that you figured this out. Thank you. So, and then he'll point down. So you're reconstituting his lost tissue with metal. What? Where did you get all of this?
You know, that's
Baynor?
from Bano stock.
He kind of looks at like
Here,
where they put the metal.
I'll show you the list of what he put in. I took very detailed notes.
He just kind of laughs as he looks at it. This is interesting, though. Huh. Perf. Do me a favor. And he's going to lean over and whisper to you.
I'll cover my ears.
That is a good question. Do I know where that is?
It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, there, it's back at the room.
He didn't use it for the pit training, did he?
Not that you specifically remember. Goblin, you're here now, yes?
Yes.
One thing I was going to say, we did a random just D100 roll. So as you guys are kind of going back and forth between times you're resting or going back to the room, as you're going through, just out of morbid curiosity, because things are starting to interest you more, you kind of are walking by and you see what must be like some sort of smith or craftsman of some type. And you watch as they're using what appears like a small ooze to almost like melt and shape things. Like the ooze is the tool. And you look as they're handling this corrosive ooze in their hands without any type of negative impact or damage. And then you kind of notice there seems to be like some residue or powder on this woman's hands as she works with it.
Do they have any extra?
There seems to be a bucket next to her. You can go ask. You speak Undercommon, right?
Nope, not even.
What
a
do you
little bit.
speak? What do you speak?
Primordial, Common, and Goblin.
Roll a D100. She might speak Common. Yeah, she speaks Common.
I was hoping she would speak Goblin.
She actually may. You try Goblin first?
Hell no. I'm not a psycho.
She would have known it anyways. So yeah, she does both. So if you ask if she has more, she kind of looks to him like, "Oh, yeah." And she'll kind of explain to you it's like a residue you can find in ore nearby. It's not really worth a whole lot, but when you kind of process it down very finely, it kind of coats your hands and it keeps it from impacting with the corrosion of the ooze, and it just basically rolls off.
I'm gonna need one bag, please.
She kind of sits there and she'll give you. She has like a bigger bucket she can kind of fill up. And if you look behind her, she just has like a bunch of it from just using it. Like, there you go.
Perfect.
Thank you for stopping by and looking at my work. Always appreciate it when someone. And she just smiles.
If I wasn't on such a tight leash, I would come back today.
You're welcome back anytime. Have a good day.
Will not have to come back. I
All
run
right.
off.
You run back to the lodge, or do you run back to the arena?
The arena.
Okay. So when you get back to the arena, you see there's a new human individual that definitely doesn't come from here. That's in the room with them. Baynor is not here currently at the moment, so it's your group. Tristan's still recovering, and this new individual.
Oh, Goblin, good to see you.
Who's that?
What is happening?
Strix, this is Goblin. He's a friend of ours. Goblin, this is my little brother Strix.
I'm bigger than you, and I'm older than both of you.
You are not bigger than me. Goblin, have you seen Stick? Tristan's Stick?
Yeah, it was in the arena, like leaning up against the side last time you saw it. He was trying to use his hands in the last time you guys were trying.
I think he left that behind in the arena somewhere.
Oh, good. I'll go retrieve it. You two play nice.
Do I have to?
Yes. I'll go get the stick.
Nice to meet you, Goblin. I'm Strix. Her much older yet smaller brother. No relation.
What do you do for fun, Strix?
Oh, me? Bend reality to my will. He just smiles.
Sounds kind of boring.
It does get boring, but I keep it interesting. I'm an adventurer, so to speak. Just joined a wizard guild. In fact, just the day before these fools left and got themselves killed. I'm assuming I have you to thank for keeping them alive.
I definitely helped them get here. And I'm sure that if we spent any more time out there, they all would have killed each other.
See? No, miss, not at all. Good question, though. What's with the? He looks at the giant bucket of ore residue you're carrying.
Oh, it's just my my bucket. Very handy.
Or an interesting one. All right, you come back with the staff.
Oh, good. You're both still alive. Here is Stick.
He just kind of puts his hands out.
Give it to him.
He moves his hands as you drop it in Tristan. Look what you've done now, Carfer. He just smiles.
No, he can't eat Stick. He likes Stick.
I made Stick. He'll be fine, trust me. Just curious.
That's why he likes it.
I just want to see how it reacts without the rest of it.
my God.
This is what happens when you come from a family of wizards and wizard. We don't have. Tristan was our one and only actual doctor. We're all wizard mad scientists in this side of the.
I'm adding Stick to the list.
Mhm.
Hey, Carver, can I copy your notes?
As long as you don't spread them around.
Got it.
She's going to
Those
begin
notes.
creating her own copy of Griffer's notes.
I'm gonna look over towards you, Kerf, and I just gonna lean in. Perfect.
Yes.
These nice people that came with you. You paid them, I'm assuming, yes?
Well, you see, I don't get paid, so I'm not exactly in the position to pay people.
All right. I'm going to give you this. What you do with it is up to you, but I'd recommend using it to help take care of this group of people. Glad it's not as bad as could have been. If anything changes, please reach out. I'm gonna see if I can find out what happens to mom and dad.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, because he didn't even know about the dragon attack. He learned that from you.
Yeah, it's been a shit week. Stubby misses you, by the way.
He just kind of smiles a bit. All right, so after he kind of departs,
Bye, Strax.
we long rest. All right, so at the current rate it's looking, it looks like it's going to take Tristan at least a few more days to recover. What you guys do is up to you. You could do anything you want in here. You could train more. You can just wait. What do you guys want to do?
I think I will train more.
Yes, I'll train.
I will also inform my trainer that we think his daughter may have been given a rune.
He doesn't. He's not familiar with the concept. Oh, he's kind of familiar from training you for stuff.
Yep.
And he's like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, I'm going to take you to his house.
Yeah.
Just roll a D100 in tower for me. You kind of look. You don't remember this rune. Do you want to draw it down?
Yeah.
All right, you draw it down so you can go look in the book later.
Yep.
All right, so, ooh, interesting. Since there will be no training in the arena, I'm gonna send over with Kerf. Kerf, are you gonna go to your training, or are you gonna slack off and cry?
As much as I want to slack off and cry, I need to get stronger. This is the best place to do it.
Mm-hmm. And Goblin, do you want to go train with Kerf in them? Do you want to go with Mist, hunting out in the Underdark, or do you want to train with the caster people?
Train with the caster people.
Okay. So we'll do this kind of quickly, just as we go through. So physical combat training, Kerf, both of you go ahead and roll your D100 for day 1 or day 5.
Whoa. Okay, Kurt.
Hold on, I gotta open a notebook. Hold on.
It's even lower than your fire breath ultimate.
You're letting out some stress.
You know what? I am. It's been a hard day.
And you also stepped out of your comfort zone and tried to have an emotional conversation.
Oh wait.
Oh my gosh, I
heard
gotta note all these down. Hold
I
on.
heard we long rested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Hungry.
Yep.
All right, so hold on. This is gonna be Kerf. This is gonna be
Speaking
Zoe. Dennis.
especially considering what's recently happening at the beginning of the day, our physical fighters will each get a healing elixir.
Oh, they have
Just
people
in
that
case.
help heal them as well, which does kind of help with their training. One thing, and they haven't kicked him out yet, Kerf.
Uh-huh.
That man never leaves that arena.
What man?
Sykes.
Piece of shit.
He was never invited to train. He hasn't been told about any of the power things. So a minor distraction for you. All right, so day 1. 7.
He
20.
hasn't been like, has he like refused to leave the arena, or has he been not allowed to leave the arena?
No, he's just been staying there. Like, he'll go back and sleep every so often, but his waking hours he spends here.
Okay.
Are we in the arena today?
No, you're still on the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems to not trust anyone enough to leave this arena while Tristan's inside of here. He's also still very upset, too. All right, so those will be your rolls. I'll tell you your results at the end of your training.
Okay.
What are you working on today, Dennis?
Not prophecy.
All right, roll, and then the rest you only have 1. So yeah, go ahead, roll your D100s. For Goblin Zoe. Ooh,
Finally, a decent goblin roll.
82. I wrote curve twice. Why do I have curve twice?
Because I'm extra special.
1, 2, 3, 4,
There
5.
are extra.
1, 2.
She's special.
Oh, it's missed. I didn't write missed. I was like, wait a minute. I have the right number of people. Why is this not working? And then you didn't roll right. Missed. Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, go ahead. Roll yours too.
Fuck.
Oh,
Rough
it's
day.
so close yet so far.
Roll mine.
Saw it 0-0, got excited.
I did
Yes.
too. And then I saw the second 0 hopping about.
Okay.
Seeing the double
A
zeros
2.
is always scary.
Let's go. We'll go backwards this time. So let's start with you, Mist, for day 2.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's gonna be bad.
Tristan straight up died on a 93, so good luck out there, man.
His was also a high risk lethal trial. A 100 is not pleasant, though.
Oh,
So roll again, Mist. So you're the
Oh.
first of day 2.
gotcha.
Actually, I got to roll again, too, for him.
55.
55. Dennis Goblin Zoe. All right, so that was 61 for Goblin. So we got an 82. And Dennis, day 2, still magic.
Yep.
Okay. And then Almond Curve. Okay. Third and final day. Everybody go ahead, just roll. It doesn't matter when you roll.
Well,
Nice.
Zoe is being
Oh,
consistent.
reroll.
Nice.
Prophecy.
You got an 87. Your first day was great, Zoe.
Yeah, it's how her first 3 days, or it's kind of how her first 3 days went, only in reverse.
Your second one was a 48. Okay. So, as we kind of go through here, so let's see.
Um, on day 2, would Zoe be able to stop in and check on Sykes, see how he's doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll kind of wander into the arena and head
He's not in the
over.
same room as Tristan, but he's close by.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Haven't seen you around the temple recently. Everything okay?
Nope, just keep an eye on our little gooey friend here until he feels better.
How's he doing?
Well, I believe he's still dead. So there's that.
But getting better, which is more than what a lot of people can say.
Shouldn't have had to get better in the first place. I tried to tell you guys we shouldn't have come here, and I know people make mistakes, but we're still here.
Why why do you not trust these people? What's
he
been
he motions to the dead man in the pile of goo.
okay? I guess I could see that. But it's not like they meant to do that.
Even if they meant to do it, many people don't mean to do horrible things, but they still do them in the first place.
Sometimes horrible things just happen.
I'm telling you, yes, he's recovering now. The minute he's done recovering, we have to get him out of here. It is not safe for him to be here. Why do you think they want you to stay here so long?
From what they've said, they just want us to get stronger. Whatever trials or tribulations are up ahead.
Do they want
Tired
you to
people
get
hunting us.
stronger, or do they want to get stronger? You've already given a power to one of their people.
I
Maybe they think if you
that's
stay long enough, maybe you give a couple more.
I think that's just coincidence.
Could be. I'm just saying this is not a good idea.
Do you have history with drought?
Oh, I mean, I have all sorts of history with many different people. But I know this is wrong. This feels wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But, and he looks down at Tristan. So far, I haven't been.
Hey, look. I mean, if things turn bad, we're a capable group of individuals. We can handle things.
No, you're not. You're good. You got a long way to go to be capable.
Okay, well, we're working on being capable.
That you are. And you're working quite hard. But I don't know if
Thank
it'll be
you.
fast enough for you to survive. I'm going to go back and get some rest. If he wakes up, would you let me know?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him tonight.
All right. So, overall, extras. Let's go from the bottom up. Missed, unfortunately, nothing specific. You kind of get better at the few things you have. So you didn't lose the second one you have. So you have the two that you already learned. And you work with the compass a little bit. Actually, roll as you're training on the compass just one day. Roll a D100 real quick. You kind of activate that beam, and you watch like the amulet kind of moves. If you hang it from the chain, it will kind of move in a direction. Then it shoots out a beam of light. Oddly enough, it points right back towards the Drow City. Whatever that means.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all you get. No additional advantages there. Dennis. You did manage to get a 30. Day 2 was magic, I believe, yes?
Yes. Magic prophecy.
Actually, because of what it technically is,
Thank you for the follow.
just roll a D100 for, there's like a mathematical thing I have that works for these. Interesting. I'm glad I'm not the only one who exhibits that trait. So, whatever it is, just from these last few days, from worrying about what comes next, trying to see the future, trying to manipulate the future, you end up kind of just sitting here and you become a little bit more aware. Dennis, while you don't gain a whole lot additional over these few days, you do gain one additional ability. You gain danger sense.
Fitting.
Let's see. Oh, Goblin. Goblin got a couple of really good rolls. All right, Goblin.
Yes.
For the course of your 3 days, so you already got your Vicious Mockery cantrip from your prior training. Over the course of your physical training here, or just your overall training, you gain an additional 2 intelligence.
Mind goblin.
Okay.
And from all of the training you've been doing with Tristan and guiding him as he's been fighting blindly, plus what you've been doing these few days, you also now have the Observant feat as well.
Holy shit. Does that include the wisdom buff?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so apply it
Is
fresh.
that wisdom or int?
I think
You
you
get
pick.
you get plus
Int or
5
wisdom?
Oh,
Because
oh.
I somehow have 15 int. I thought I had 14.
I think you gained because there was something you got that just gave it to you flat, I think.
You got plus 3 the first time your power activated.
I thought it was set to 14 the first time it activated.
You were one off on because your main one was int, and then I think you were at 13, you went up 2, correct.
Okay.
So you can put 1 into int and then put your extra 2 in. So you can literally add 3 to it right now if you want. Because you were at 13, or when you got your power, you went to 15, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you'd get your additional 1 from your feet, bringing you to 16, plus the 2 additional. Such a big little goblin brain.
His mind. Is his head visibly bigger?
Could be.
It's a curse.
Just
Oh my
fractionally
god.
Larger.
Fuck it, I'll do intelligence.
18 intelligence.
I
Not.
actually have more intelligence than I do fucking dexterity right now.
All right, so that's Goblin. All right, we did Mist. We got Dennis. We got Goblin. Zoe.
Mhm.
You continue practicing the things you know. On day 1, though, while you kind of sit there and you already are really good at focusing, you do get a little bit better and you get the ability to kind of stockpile in some more. So if you spend basically upon a rest, you could hold up to 3 of those uses without moonlight. If you've charged. Like moon solar.
Okay. So 3 uses of moon mode without
Yeah, so you could hold up to 3. That's a tier 1 ability. So if you get any other moon abilities that are tier 1, it is shared, but right now it's only that moon shield.
and I have to rest under the moon, I assume, to build it up, right?
It doesn't matter. So if you can kind of hold it if you rest under the moon, or you could always rest deeper and you just have to focus.
Okay, so I can
Pull it
fill
out.
it up with moonlight, or if I take a long rest under the moon, I can.
Yeah, because typically, like in the moonlight itself, none of those abilities work in daylight, anyways. You still need to use them in the dark where the moonlight can be effective, but you can kind of hold up to it.
Okay.
So that is what you maintain. You work more on your shape shifting, so you kind of just continue getting better at your normal shape shifting. You have the ability to kind of shape shift into animals now as well. Smaller ones, which you can kind of do it well. The other ones are kind of limited based on your just generic character level for You also practice a little with that form to kind of see if you can continue tweaking it. And it feels like you could probably take that ultimate ability further. And it might be able to do more as you kind of perfect it as you go along. But basically, you just get better at doing the things you already kind of have.
Okay.
And then Kerf. Oh, God. Why do I even give you dice? Let's see. You got that one. That one. What was your last? Bugger.
I got the ultimate breath and shield bash.
I know what you got. I know what you got. For the
Please
other.
continue to list your laundry list of things.
Mm-hmm.
This is the right one. Uh-huh. 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 That's the first one. Okay. So you get a little bit more scrappy. You get dragon hide.
Ooh, okay. All right.
So
We say me.
it is a feat. So first of all, you can increase your strength, constitution, or charisma score to 1 to a maximum of 20. So I already dropped it on you. Or did I drop it? No, I did. Yes, I did. I dropped it on you, but it didn't prompt for the stat change. Second, your skills harden. While you aren't wearing armor, you can calculate your AC as 13 plus your dex mod. You can still use a shield.
Okay.
Doesn't really help you so much, but
Yeah.
at least it's better when you take your armor off.
Mhm.
And then you also grow retractable claws from the tips of your fingers. Extending your retracting claws requires no action. The claws are natural weapons, which you can use to make unarmed strikes. If you hit them, dealing slashing damage equal to 1d4 plus your strength mod, instead of the normal bludgeoning damage for an unarmed strike. So you get a little bit more scrappy that way. And now, kind of in lieu of that, this is literally just getting the shit kicked out of you for days and days and days. You get a modification to your existing racial ability, if I can bother to find where it is. Your Dragonborn resistance. You can now pick between any of the elemental resistances at the start of your day. So once you do a long rest, you can now change that to any chromatic.
Okay. Okay.
As you become more in tune with your dragoness.
Work with this.
All right. At the end of that night, so that would technically be like night 7. So we finish our long rest. Dennis, I need you to just roll a D100. You kind of finish. And as you wake up the next morning, you're probably all there at the moment. You hear a knock at the door. One of the guards kind of opens up the door, looks inside.
I'm trying to think if Zoe would be back at the room or back at Coliseum.
I'll get it if no one else gets it.
I'm getting it. Fuck this.
Can you even reach the doorknob?
It's one
Shut
of
up,
your drow
dweeb.
guard. Friend, wake up.
Oh,
Okay. Guys, I think our pile of bones is awake.
I guess we should go check on him.
I'm just picturing like I hear this from upstairs. You guys hear the second story window open and I jump out. I'm booking it.
You fall flat on your face.
Yes.
There's just this loud thud, the cracking of stone.
No further comments. I just leave.
All right,
Kobolds has
so
gone and killed themselves.
Kerf, you beeline it over there as quick as you can. As you do, there's a couple of people just around, and Boehner's kind of out front talking to people.
Was Zoe kicked out at all? I suppose I should inquire.
Probably from his direct room, yeah.
Okay.
So you could have been there, you could have been at the house. That's up to you, though. You just wouldn't have been in where he is.
Okay. If she was kicked out, then yeah.
Boehner found out someone threw extra metal in there.
Look, I swear it wasn't me. We'll say she's outside.
Sure. So you see kind of Kerf approach.
She'll wave her down as she's running.
He's up. He's back in one piece.
By the sounds of it, I haven't been inside yet to check.
Bano.
But from what I've heard, things are going well.
Yes, he woke up not too long ago. And he's gonna kind of put his hand on your arm, Kerf.
Oh, I suddenly don't like this. What?
Just as a full warning, to be expected, he's still a little bit confused. I'm not 100% sure he remembers exactly who he is. Undergone a great amount of stress, though.
Oh.
However, I do believe it would be in his best interest for people he's familiar with to be around him.
Sounds like he's ready to fight the slime again.
That's what I'm hoping for. I would really love to complete this trial.
No. Can we see
What?
him?
He'll go ahead and lead you that way as the rest of you kind of head over. As you walk over that way, you watch Sykes walking out of his room. And he just kind of like walks past you and he kind of just gives you a look. He still just looks irritated with all of you. And he just walks past you guys. Oh, I got you covered. Hold on, buddy. I got you. I just saw your...
Dennis, that is situational. I would not program like a thing for it.
I just said as long as I'm not incapacitated.
You have to see it. Also. For the most part, it works by default.
I have a plan.
The man's got smarts.
Arthur, I have a plan.
Who's Arthur?
It's a meme. You wouldn't understand.
What is this meme?
You walk into the room.
Yes.
You see your little brother. Your little big brother. Kind of sitting there. Like on a small, not shitty as a cop, but, you know, a makeshift bed for the arena.
Does he look the same?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go over and just kind of collapse next to his little cot.
He just kind of looks at you. Hi.
Hi.
Are you one of my friends?
Yeah. You could say that. You had a bit of an incident. Your memory's a little foggy, I've been told. But you're in good hands now, don't worry.
Just kind of nod. I trust you. I just don't feel great.
That's okay. They fed you some weird stuff, and you know what? We'll talk about that later. You're back in one piece. I am glad you're better. Very glad.
Thank you. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, of course. Anything.
How do we know each other?
Um, I'm going to step out for just a minute. I forgot my keys at home. Goblin, could you take over for a minute?
Yeah, definitely. Hey Tristan, what's up?
I leave.
Hold on one sec. Goblin?
Hey,
No. That's my
Oh,
guy.
my heart. Oh, right.
Little
the heart.
buddy!
I go give him a hug.
I mean, he has been training with him for the past 3 days.
Yeah, we were fighting that squishy thing. I remember now.
Yeah, that goofy slime.
Glad you're okay.
Well, I mean, I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I was ever really in harm's way, but you know.
What happened to me? We're the only ones in the room right now, right? I believe it's just him and Goblin.
No, Zoe is there.
I would have made my way over there too at some point. Probably behind.
He's gonna kind of just enthusiastically, the same way he would like shenaniganly look at you guys typically, he looks at Goblin. Gotta figure this out. I feel like we were close last time.
I have a plan.
I'm listening.
I saw some people playing with the ooze slime at a forge. So now I got some ooze slime dust to protect you.
What is it? And do you have any with you? Or did you leave it at the arena?
I have my bucket.
He kind of looks at it.
Ooh, slime
Oh,
box.
he kind of looks at you and he looks excited, Goblin. Hold on, I gotta whisper Goblin really quick. Teacher, I'd like to take my test again, please.
Tristan,
Um,
glad to see you're doing better.
I'm gonna look to Goblin, and then I look kind of at Zoe. Hi, Miss.
Hi.
Goblin's gonna like put his hand up and he's like, that one's Zoe.
Oh, hi, Zoe.
The magnificent wizard, Zoe.
I see.
Oh.
I like your hat.
Thank you. Should probably take things easy, though. I don't know if jumping back out there so soon is a great idea.
Zoe,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how long we've been working on this one. And he just looks at Goblin. And then he just like starts going off down the hall. Do you go and get Curve?
Anyone
Oh,
know why Kerfer
I
was
did not go far.
upset?
I was literally standing right outside the door with my forehead pressed against the wall.
Yeah,
Roll.
Kicks open the door.
Hold on 1 second. Oh shit, I rolled a 2. You just watched Tristan walking off down the hall with Goblin running behind him with a bucket?
It's the bucket plan.
Where are they
Carver, you
going?
may want to stop them.
Where are you going?
And
We're executing the plan.
No,
We figured
no.
something out.
No.
Trust me. Trust us. We have this figured out.
No, you turned to bones. You're not going back in there.
Bones schmones, loser.
He kind of looks at you. I understand. You all. No, I'm just going with what I know now, and I know we were so close. This is going to work. And if you do know me, then I need you to trust me. We can do this. Goblin, what are the odds of your plan working?
like 120%. There is no chance of failure.
See, goblin math is never wrong. Who else?
Fine.
Is anyone else there? Yeah.
I'm here.
He doesn't recognize you either.
Bendis would probably be around, but he's not. He's trying to be small.
He's gonna look over at Goblin. Are we the only men in this group?
Yes.
Okay. He'll introduce himself to you. Well, he doesn't introduce himself. He just kind of greets you. Dennis, do you come in, or are you still back?
I'm around. I'm just not. I'm just being quiet.
Goblin's gonna point at Dennis and be like, "That one's Dennis."
All of a sudden, Dennis,
Mm-hmm.
roll a D100 in tower. Just kind of like walks up to you. Like it seems like he recognizes you, but he can't quite put it, and he kind of spaces out for a second.
I'm avoiding his gaze, looking at the ceiling, looking at the floor, kind of like turning to the side.
I don't really remember. You feel familiar. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. And he just runs off, dragging Goblin.
We're doing the plan.
Look at Baynor.
All right. So as you guys are sitting in the crowd, and the crowd looks really confused. Like for the few people that are here that are like, "Why are we sitting? Like, what's go?" The guy who just was in the pool. All right.
Did Stick actually get absorbed into him?
You don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to watch or do you not want to watch? It's all up to you beforehand.
I'm calling Strix while this is happening. If you want to see our brother melt again, now is your only chance.
Zoe is definitely going to be there to try and help make sure that he doesn't melt.
Little busy. Take pictures. You just
Fine.
tap the side of the stone twice. You should be able to hold at least three
I know
good
how
ones.
to take pictures.
You just tend to have issues sometimes, so I know you get your left and your rights confused.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'll be there, sure.
I'm gonna watch this man cheat on his exam.
You watch him kind of come out, and he's not wearing a shirt when he's sitting there. No metal arms or anything. You watch the ooze come out. It's like a size large ooze. And then they tie the blindfold on him. And they kind of start their fight. And you watch as Goblin starts shouting out commands to him. Goblin, roll a D100 in tower. Let's see how well his powder works versus this specific type of ooze. You watch as he's kind of fighting it, and he gets a couple of like really good hits in, and then all of a sudden it just envelops him. Nothing.
Does he start dissolving? Or?
Can't really see. But nothing's coming out.
I suppose nothing's happening. Go ahead and give him a little bit of protection.
You're not allowed to interfere.
Okay.
The little guards look at you like,
I'm just slumped, watching through my fingers.
And then you just kind of watch this little finger stick up through the top, and then you just watch him like pull himself through as best as he can. You just hear, "That's gross."
They didn't make him eat powder, did they? They definitely got in his mouth. He should be dissolving from the inside out.
Come on, give
And
him
he
some
can,
credit. That guy
and,
is too dumb to die.
and he continues fighting using the metallic-like powder that Goblin gave him. He is able to gain full resistance to its only type of damage. It's not a pretty fight. It's not a short fight. But he manages to best the ooze.
Yes.
And he just kind of sits there. And he looks exhausted at the end of this. He just falls over backwards and blacks out.
Goblin Math is never wrong.
She'll run over and check on him.
He's just tired. He's fine.
She'll give a thumbs up over toward Kerfer and Dennis.
I'm gonna look over at Turf and be like, I told you I had this.
Huh. Well, I guess we have something more interesting to talk about tomorrow. Tonight, I guess this is a little cause for celebration. I didn't actually think you would pull that off. He looks to Goblin to figure out who this guy is.
I wave.
It's Baynor guy.
I send a picture of Tristan flat on his back with a thumb up to Strix.
he sends you a message back. So, Tristan.
This is the guy who's been teaching you.
Ugh.
Who are you talking to?
Well, Tristan looked up the Goblin for confirmation as to who was talking to him. I assume it was Baron who came down and said that, right?
Oh, no. He was basically
Baynor?
asking Goblin who Baynor is.
Oh, he is
Oh, okay.
he's some goofy guy in charge here.
Got it.
He was testing us.
A really shitty test. We get money for this test?
I don't really fucking know where we're getting out of this test.
Names. All right. So, with that, the trial is completed. You have an evening, finally, of no work. You could do nothing but rest. Enjoy yourselves. Is there anything you do this final evening before you have your things tomorrow?
While I still have Baynor in the arena, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna go up to him.
Yes, young one.
Can I get a favor?
I suppose so.
There's a goblin running around in the Underdark. I'm sort of looking for her.
You tell me about this goblin.
I'll tell you everything I know about this goblin.
All right, so you give him the info. He'll kind of look at you. Can be done. Especially with you leaving here, we'll have much more free time. Have someone look into it right away.
Much appreciated.
I don't think anything, Kerf, right?
Did you say he gave me something?
Gave you a
Money.
stern look. Oh, he gave you money, yes. He gave you 20 platinum.
Okay.
Dollar bills, y'all.
I would have looked up Rin's rune.
Oh! Oh god, what would this one be? Oh, no, I almost sent that to the wrong person. Ooh, oh, that's not the, the person who needs that message. Woo! There we go.
I'm definitely informing the father.
At sometime
Who,
during
me?
this party, you just watch his Rin's dad just gets visibly upset and starts, as Mrs. explaining something to him.
Uh-huh.
That's just what they noticed.
He needs to know that
Oh no, he
right
definitely
now.
needs to know. He's like, really? Really? Like he's just reacting to what you're telling him. Where is that guy? I'll kill him again.
How easy is it to slink away during this party?
I mean, it'd be easy enough. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
your
gonna-
party might notice you,
Oh.
but
I'm going to make sure he doesn't slink away.
How?
With my goblin hands.
Well, I'm going to actually.
You got a
kinda-
new best friend to take care of, though.
Zoe's going to kind of do the opposite, and she's going to try and pull Dennis away for a conversation.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, with everything that's going on, how are you feeling?
Guilty.
What for?
If I didn't try to fix it, it wouldn't have been my fault.
She looks at you confused.
Should have
What?
just not done anything.
I don't think that was a good idea. Why do you feel like this is your fault?
Because I pulled Baylor away while they were in the middle of something and then he died.
Here, I want to show you something.
I'm just going to take him off to the side and set down our deck of tarot cards, lay out 3, flip them over. 2 are facing upward, 1 is facing upside down.
Your power is prophecy, and so you can see the future. But that's kind of a slippery thing. Everything is always how you look at it. Like these cards. They can also tell the future. Yeah, whether things are going to be good or bad, or kind of give an idea or some insight into stuff that can happen. But whether it's a good or bad thing is based on its orientation. Really just kind of how you look at it. You went there, you may have interrupted Banar, but if you didn't intervene, that was going to happen anyways. But you intervening got missed there, and she figured out how to save him. He is back because of your actions. You brought him back to life via bringing Mist there. You helped save him. Some things in the future can't be changed, but we can better handle them.
Are we sitting or are we standing?
I assume if we're not at, I assume she would have like taken a seat at like a table on the porch or something.
Okay.
So up to you if you're standing or sitting.
His eyes just start to water, and he just like goes up to rub him, and he's gonna stand up and just start walking away.
I am going to give you an insight to see if these seem to be okay.
Oh
she's
no,
un
you don't need to. Your words got to him and got him to think about it in a different way, and he is crying more out of relief than out of than out of like uh it's like positive. It's like positive tears.
and she has a happy smile, and will sit out there for a little bit, read some cards before rejoining. Kind of let him collect his thoughts, and before she rejoins the others.
Sure. Anyone have anything they want to get done this evening? Well, I have hiccups.
I am probably just kind of quiet for the rest of the night. That's all.
I'll be
I'm
ready.
gonna ask Tristan if he would like to eat a ball bearing.
Wait, what?
Or crush it.
I'll just be working on some scrimshaw.
He kind of looks like, wait a minute. I'm not going to eat metal.
Oh, come on! I need to know what your limits are.
98% of your body was been reconstituted with metal.
Yeah, you reacted wonderfully to that bucket powder.
I'll kind of like pick it up. Ooh. He'll put it in his mouth. Kind of swallow it.
You didn't even chew.
No,
I don't have metal teeth.
you don't have to listen to what he says.
Oh my god! And that
Goblin
that,
man!
that was the real way that Tristan died. He choked to death on a ball bearing.
Do not
Yeah.
eat ball bearings, please.
I want to taste it. Give me another one. And as he reaches over to you, watch the ball bearing float out of the bag and into his hand.
Oh my god. I didn't even give him that one.
I take a picture of him eating ball bearings.
Oh my god.
And you watch he takes his finger and he just rolls this ball back and forth. Huh. Pretty sure that didn't do that before.
Well, this is definitely a first for me.
Don't sell yourself short, little buddy. You're the smartest person I know. He'll just tousle your non-existent goblin hair. Oh no, you do have goblin hair. We can tousle.
Woo!
I don't know what I'd do if I didn't at least have you around here, goblin. It feels so out of place. Just wish I could remember.
I know what you mean.
Turf dying on the floor in another room. Single flower holding on the chest.
I'm just slumped over on the table we're eating at, just like staring at Goblin. Completely defeated.
Dennis, as you kind of begin feeling the ability to see some things in a more positive light, do you rejoin the party at all downstairs?
Yeah, after like half an hour.
Sure. And as you kind of do, everyone's in good spirits. And then you look across the room, like as people are moving. Yeah, Kerf is basically Charlie Brown at this point. And as people are moving across the room, you see that knight again, just like for a brief moment. And then as someone walks by, he's gone.
I'll walk over there and like wave my arm through the space where he was.
Huh. Nothing. You kind of keep an eye out. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to do before the long rest of the final day, your final evening here?
I think a stop over by Mist.
So, what did you tell him?
Did I tell who?
About you're like studying that book and went over to.
Oh,
I guess she just.
I
No,
mean,
she would know that by now. But...
I told him what Rin's rune was.
Mhm. What is it?
Oh,
What kind of power does she have?
Combustion.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like you really should know.
yeah.
Also, Tristan has a third rune now, enchantment.
That's her.
Oh wait, no. Is that enchantment or enhancement?
Enchantment.
Dyslexia. Okay.
I
Dyslexia is
do the
fun.
same shit. You don't even have to explain it to me. I do it all the time.
Wow.
They're slightly interchangeable too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Anyone else's runes changed?
Nope.
Yep, everyone else still remains one. Dennis has two. Everyone else has one, and Tristan got a third one after he got rebuilt.
Yes. Carper's looking really down at all this situation. I bet learning about the baby's combustion room might cheer her up a little bit.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
And Zoe hops over. I imagine missed more casually Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Hey,
Hey,
Kerf,
Carper.
do you want to know what Rin's rune was?
Yeah.
Combustion.
Oh, that little whelp is going to take over the world. I'm so proud.
Hmm. You gonna be okay?
I'll get over it.
Best teenager ever, by the way.
The worst.
Yeah, Goblin. As you start your mind, as your mind is expanding, your mind is just full of stuff all the time. You just have like idea after idea. Like you can you don't have like a lot of notebooks and things, but like you almost like you feel the need to like tinker and mess with things and understand how things work. Document things down. You come up with all these random ideas. So yeah, you could definitely kind of start working on something along those lines. So
Perfect.
he's just like tinkering away on a table.
I have to make my risk assessment machine.
Tristan's gonna kind of look at Goblin before the evening is through. Goblin, can I talk to you in another room for a minute?
Oh yeah, Tristan. Yeah, of course.
And he'll kind of take you in there. You familiar with Mr. Sykes?
No, I thought everybody else was. Keeps giving me the side eye.
No. Told me something earlier. I'm not really sure what to make of it.
What was he telling you?
Told me that I was kidnapped when I was a baby. That really, I'm from another land.
Hmm. Hmm. You know,
He said that the people that I'm with, I guess, don't know about it, but if he's true, I guess the person who says they're my mother was part of this. I'm
you
not really
know,
sure what to make out, but he said that
hmm,
they brought me here and I'm in danger. And I
you
need to
know,
get back home.
he's been telling us we've been in danger all week. Would you believe this guy?
Have we been in danger?
I don't think so.
I just don't really know. I trust you. You're the only person I remember.
Well, you see, when it comes to like anything for you, like that's been like more than a month,
Huh?
I think Kerf probably might be able to help you with that.
Which one's Kurth?
The really big, goofy looking kind of dragon scaly thing.
I thought she was a kobold.
Is
Because
that what they're called?
subconscious intelligence sits in there somewhere.
He remembers.
I mean, if you really want to address them properly, I think they go by Serpent.
He just kind of stops for a second. Wait. Her name is Serpent.
Now that you say it, I'm kind of hearing it.
That is Witty and clever. Oh,
Just like Sandwich.
I don't know. Do you think what he's telling me is true?
I mean, if I had to think about it, I would ask if it even mattered. I mean, you know, you're here. We're all having a good time. I don't think you're in danger. And
I don't feel in danger.
if we were in danger, we got like you and me. We're unbeatable, and then the other guys will be there. They'll help
That's
us
true.
out.
A tour like ours doesn't come along every day, you know.
It's true. We just have that unbreakable bond.
I'm shredding pillows in the other room, rolling on the ground.
All right.
Here,
Thank you.
I mean, I could run it by Kerf. If you're really
If you
curious.
wouldn't
about it.
mind, that'd be great. I feel a little bit awkward. I would hate to burden anyone.
Yeah,
Zoe's
no.
standing there trying to comfort her for Mrs. Meanwhile is like handing her pillows.
Yeah, no. I'll run it by the gang. I'll see if they know anything about what's going on.
All right, so he just kind of hangs out with. Actually, he'll probably go sit near to where Dennis is while he waits for you to come back.
Oh gosh, we're at the same table, huh?
Dennis, right?
Kerf,
Yeah.
How was your evening? I can come back later if I'm bothering you.
No, it's been fine. Have you I think I'm seeing this weird guy walking around, but I can't ever keep my eye on him for long.
What weird guy? And he kind of looks around.
He's got a really gaudy purple cape, green plumage coming out of a helmet, full armor, kind of got a pot belly.
Huh. I haven't seen one that looks like that, but I can keep an eye out.
Yeah, I don't. I think. What?
I was just gonna ask you, and I don't mean to be offensive. Have we known each other a long time?
How long have I known Tristan? Like just the 3 years?
In the whatever time you've lived in the town, you would have known him. He was one of the first people there. He was probably like 8 when the town was started, and they've been around 20 years.
I think we met about 3 years ago, but we never really got along too well.
Really? What's that? You seem like a pretty nice person. Am I not a nice person? God, I'm a mean person, aren't I? Oh, it makes sense
No,
now.
you're earnest and I'm not.
I'm Ernest? I thought I was Tristan.
No, you are. Words have two meanings, but
He's just smiling at you.
see, this is why I think we don't get along.
I just make jokes when I get uncomfortable. But it's nice to
not-
see you smile.
I'm not good with jokes, and I didn't smile at that. I got stressed. I'm gonna get up and walk away.
Oh, I'm. All right, go for it, Goblin.
Hey, Kerf.
Yes, Goblin. I
How are
say,
you?
seething. I'm good, Goblin.
Surrounded by pillow feathers.
I'm doing really good.
I was talking to my best bud, Tristan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and
How'd that go?
Oh, it's great. Well, we just have such a good friendship. Um, he was talking to me about some things that Sykes told him.
You see my claws pierce this fresh new pillow that I'm holding, and I begin gutting it. Yeah? What about Sykes?
Um, you know, he said something about like Tristan. How long have you known Tristan? Like a really long time.
He was the first person I saw when I hatched.
Hmm. He said that Tristan was like kidnapped as a baby. And it has something to do with your mom. And then we're not safe here.
I stop gutting the pillow for a moment. And that I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, I'm just really worried about my best bud Tristan,
He was adopted. Mother always said a friend entrusted him to her.
Well, you know, you might be able to talk to him about these things. I don't really know like the whole story, I mean, I'd hate for you to, tell me and for me to go tell him, it feels like I don't really
No, by all means, go talk to him more.
I mean, could. But I got this thing that I'm trying to I'm building for Dennis. I just it's kind of important.
I go back to shutting the pillow. Anything else?
Are you not gonna go talk to him?
No, I'm not.
Well, why not?
Because he doesn't know me.
Goblin might be onto something here. Exposure might help jog his memory.
I'm gonna be very honest with you right now. I don't really know what's going on. Like my world was upended like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Like,
You think I
with-
know what's going on?
hey, I'm not done talking. Don't interrupt me.
By all means.
So, like I was saying, my world was like upended. Like 2 weeks ago. Like everybody I knew, I loved and cared about was probably killed and then eaten and then shit out by a bunch of orcs. Um, and now I'm here, and I've been being told that we've got some weird sort of branding by some golden dragon, and you telling me there's goblins on the surface? None of a lot of this is really making sense to goblin. So I think if you can just roll with whatever is going on with Tristan right now, it'll probably all work itself out, because as long as I've known Tristan, very long time.
Goblin, does it look like I'm not rolling with it right now?
It really doesn't. It looks like you're freaking out, actually. I don't even know why is all this shit on the floor? What have you been doing?
Relieving tension.
Where did the
very
drop get
nice.
so many pillows from?
They just love their decorative pillows. It's great.
Listen, all right. I'm just saying that you don't have to treat Tristan any different than the way that you treated him before. Because, for like a brief period of time, he was literally bones. And it wasn't gonna get any fucking worse than that, But he's back now, and he's not bones. So we're going up from there.
I feel worse than when he was bones.
You feel worse than when he was bones?
Yeah.
Maybe you could talk to him about that.
Nah.
Maybe you could talk to him about the way that makes you feel.
No, I don't think I will.
Tristan!
No, don't call him. What? No, stop.
Turf wants to talk to
I
you.
smother Goblin. I smother Goblin with a pillow.
He's still a bit distracting because Dennis left him. Speaking of Dennis,
Yeah.
you watch as Baynor enters kind of the room, And he actually
So,
seeks you out and he comes and sits next to you.
oh, hi.
Hello, Dennis.
Uh,
How was
ew,
your evening?
ew, ew. Hold on.
Huh?
I need to roll. Uh, probably this one. I, I'm like actively uncomfortable with him seeking me out and like sitting next to me and talking to me. Yeah, it's an evening.
Okay.
Uh, do you need something for me?
I just had a few quick questions for you.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Can I give him an insight check to see if he knows that they absolutely cheated on their test, or
Sure,
is
go for it.
this blatantly obvious?
Oh, he's not going for that. He's more concerned with things for you at the moment.
Um, buddy, uh, I don't know that Sykes talked to Tristan yet.
Uh-uh.
Um,
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see two individuals that fit same shoe, so to speak.
um, no, but he's back. They, she even said he has a third one now. It's not. No, it's not me.
He developed a third one?
I think I overheard Miss say that.
Interesting. Never
Yeah, so
specific.
it's. I didn't catch the name. You're gonna have to ask her about that. Is that all?
Do me one quick favor. And he's going to hold out. He has a black cloak that he's holding, and he kind of lays it on the table. If you wouldn't mind touching it, I just am curious.
Okay, sure.
Roll
Uh,
D100 and Tara as you touch it. You touch it, nothing happens.
oh my god, it didn't turn purple.
Purple.
I've been seeing something like a ghost walking around. I don't know.
You mind telling me about it? If you don't mind. I don't mean to pry.
It's like this. He started showing up after I saw this book that was like purple cover, green. I like close my eyes as I do
Yeah.
this. Had green tassets, gold embroidery. Had that rune that you say I have on it, like right on the cover. And then, like a day or two after that happened, when I first saw Tristan get, you know, and then I looked across and there was a knight with like the same coloration just standing over there, and I couldn't think of anything else to do, so I just asked him to help, and he like gave me a salute with his sword, and then I woke up in bed, and then when I went and tried to like take advantage of that opportunity that he gave me, I went out and I called you back, but instead it just happened sooner. But then, so he was like, "Oh, but because it happened sooner, we were able to get Miss back, and Miss was able to figure it out." I just,
He's just going to go ahead and he slides a drink over towards you.
I throw up every time I drink.
We all throw up every once in a while. Sometimes it's worth it.
It's never worth it.
All I can really tell you to do is keep at it. Potential
What?
use show is extremely uncommon. Uncommon's not even a good word for it.
Well, now you're starting to sound like those church freaks who want to pick me up.
Oh, believe me, I'd have no desire to pick you up. I just
Wait, you said they were all demons, right? No,
no, he hasn't told you anything yet.
Oh, okay, that was Strix. Did Miss share
Strix
that
told
info?
Strix told Perf.
Kerf, did you share that info?
I'll give it like a 25% chance. Yeah, sure, I did.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, like,
Nice.
yeah, they're like those demon guys. I don't. Wait, demons. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna walk over to Kerf. Wait, Kerf. I just had the worst thought in the world, and I need you.
I'm a little busy. I'm
You
currently
have
s-
you,
I'm
you have that
smothering
weird
Goblin
like
with a pillow.
ability to like catch like bad vibes off of people, right? Like if you like concentrate really hard.
Yeah.
Have you done that to Sykes yet?
Nah.
Can you
Yeah.
please?
Oh, Goblin, we'll finish this later. I'm gonna go find Sykes.
Yeah, you haven't seen him at the party, oddly enough.
For the record, Goblin, I think you're right.
Goblin, go find Tristan. Just
But you
don't
know
leave
this
him alone.
goblin is no
Yeah,
longer breathing.
I just say, wait, they're demons, aren't they? And then like I get that. I like leave Bador in that moment. uh, and then when I realize I've done that, I like look back as he's still sitting there with the cape.
Yep. And you see him currently walking to Goblin.
No, I won't ask.
Goblin, are you still with Kerf or are you back at Tristan at this point?
I'm trying to get pillow out of my mouth right now.
He kind of walks into the room that you're in with the pillows and Kerf.
I'm stalking off to go look for Sykes.
Zoe and Mist, I believe, are still there.
Kind of looks at those of you who are still there. I'm not even going to ask.
We might be low on pillows.
Just was coming to give Goblin something.
What are you doing? Give me!
Deal's a deal after all, and you watch as he throws you the mind knife.
I'll sort of reach out to grab it.
Yeah, as you do, you go ahead and grab it. And as you grab it, you watch its coloration kind of change in your hand, and you watch Goblin glow purple with the knife.
What the hell?
Whoa.
What is
And,
it?
and his rune is visibly present. And you watch it kind of add on to his rune slightly so.
So he kind of looks over to Mist and glances toward the book.
Is that what his room looks like?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it appears on your dagger and on your forehead.
What is this? What did you do to me? Why am I purple?
These items exist with a special type of item. They're set to protect it, defend it, draw your own conclusions. Sometimes they become corrupted, much like the one you just uncorrupted. Which means, and he goes ahead and he holds out a cloak. Where's Tristan?
We're about to go look for him.
He should be with Dennis.
No, I was just with Dennis. I didn't see him.
I was just talking to him before I came and talked to Kerf.
Zoe kind of sniffs the air to try and see if she can't pick him up.
Oh,
Not specifically.
he's probably with Sykes.
No.
Kurt's gonna gut me.
Mhm.
It's just looking
Oh.
for.
Yeah, Sykes probably saw a chance to take Tristan with him and leave.
Do you know where they are now?
No. Why would I know that?
You hear a snarl from the other room, and I'm gonna slam open the front door. Start looking outside.
I mean, can the amulet help me find Tristan?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I will.
All right, you activate the amulet, roll a d100.
Yeah. Oof.
It doesn't do anything necessarily horrible. Given proximity, you watch as the amulet spins and it shoots the beam at the cloak that Baynor is holding.
Oh. Interesting. So I guess we use this to find those kind of things, pointing at the dagger and the cloak.
Semi. I'll explain it tomorrow, but we probably should find your young friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can't get a vantage point.
And she's gonna run outside and climb up onto the roof.
What do you do when you run outside? I gotta know what Kerf does first.
I take a just brief look around. Do I see any of our guards that have been following us? Do I see Bob?
Yeah, Pop's out front.
Bob? Where's Sykes?
He points towards the arena.
Did Tristan go there too?
And looks at you confused. Kind of shrugs.
Do you know anything?
Nod said yes.
He
I'm sorry for being
pointed to
upset
the
with you,
arena.
Bob. You're right. No, I'm being too harsh with you, Bob. It's just the stress from today. I'm very sorry. You don't deserve this.
All right, so you run off towards the arena curve?
Yes.
All right, as Zoe kind of comes out and starts looking around on the roof.
Yeah, she hastily makes her way up the roof and tries to get a vantage point, see if she can spot them.
So as you get up there, you see a young man just sitting there with like a half a bottle of wine, just hanging out, enjoying the view.
Is it Tristan?
Oh, hi, Tristan.
Zoe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did Zoe hear Kerf and Bob talking?
Uh-oh.
Okay, well then she wouldn't think to call out.
I want to go with Curve.
Forgot his name for a moment. I was about to say Bear.
Bingo was looking for him.
Cool. And he'll kind of just make his way down back inside. For those of you who are there will watch, he'll go ahead and he kind of gives Tristan the cloak. Of course he rolls that. Dennis, oh, you're not there, so you don't have to watch it anyways. As he gives him this black cloak, it turns white as he gives it to Tristan. And he seems to look very pleased as this happens. He kind of puts it on. The rest of you who decide to run off towards the arena as they continue on with their party. As you get there, Kerf and Dennis, you see
Kerf, hold on.
Sykes sitting up in the
I realized
the
it
crowd.
was a bad idea to have you go alone, so I'm just gonna be here just in case he is as strong as those guys. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh,
What do
yeah,
you do, Curve?
let's go smell an old man.
Let's go smell an old man.
What the fuck?
What do you guys do?
I'll call out to him.
He just like looks up. Yeah?
I hear you're putting strange thoughts in Tristan's head.
Do you know? What kind of strange thoughts? And he'll kind of just stand up where he is.
You know, I've been hearing a lot of talk about his destiny lately from a lot of strange people. You seem to be one of them. Once I get within 60 feet of him, I will try to divine sense.
He is none of those things.
Okay.
I turn to Dennis and just kind of give him a shrug.
He like gives you a oh thank gosh, but then wait what?
Still, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think you know a little more than you let on.
That's so. Like the fact that we should have never come here?
What would you have done differently?
I would have exited out to the service and never come here.
Where are you going to on the surface?
Anywhere but here.
You just say
Preferably
anywhere, but
home.
you don't have a plan, do you?
Absolutely, I do.
Well, then enlighten me. Because you just seem like an old man who's grumpy that he's in a drow village.
Excuse me, sir. I am not old. Older than you, then. And honestly, yes. I was paid to do a job, and I'm going to do it. And this is not where that young man needs to be. You just having him here puts him at risk. He should be home, where he belongs.
Where is home?
Don't you already know? I mean, your people are the ones who stole him from his home, after all.
You with Tyrus then? Or what?
Don't play dumb. Your mother has been hiding this boy from his family for years. What gives you the right to ask me anything?
What gives you the right to demand anything?
Then you watch, he'll go ahead and he'll take off his coat, and he has a coat of arms on his armor.
Do I recognize the coat of arms?
You do not know.
Okay.
Kerf, roll a history check.
Okay.
Oh. You've seen this in your mother's books. Let me send you a whisper.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I start growling a little bit.
Don't growl at me. I'm not something you should even be afraid of. The people here are the ones you should be worrying about. What do you think they do down here when you're not here? Have you ever asked your wonderful friend Baynor who his god is?
I don't particularly care, no.
Very interesting answer for a paladin.
I'm not really one for gods. I follow an oath, that's all.
So do I. My oath is to protect that boy and get him home.
Oh my, what a coincidence. I think it's best time you leave.
He just kind of looks at you. Is that a threat?
If you'd like to take it as one.
There'd have to be some sort of merit behind it to make it a valid threat. And I can tell you one thing, young Kerf. Of all the people I'm afraid of in this world, you are not among them.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Kind of smiles. Tell you what. Why don't we play a game of it? He motions to the arena. You beat me. I leave. I beat you. And I get to take Tristan home.
How about I just go tell Baynor to kick you out? No. Why do I have to play by your rules? What merit do you have here?
Me? Pure determination. And the skill to see it through.
If what you say is true, and he was taken from his people wrongfully, then I would like to listen. But not every family deserves a child.
Ooh, that is a good nod to that one.
Looks.
Blood bonds mean nothing to me. I'll hear you out, that is all. But you better start talking.
Told you. If you believe me or not is up to you.
I'm telling you to convince me.
Your mother is the one who kidnapped him as a baby. The only person who can confirm that is your mother.
Okay, but you said you know who they stole it from? Do you got like a family name?
You have a video?
Like I said,
Because
ready to bring him home.
yeah, but
I'm willing to let him decide where home is, but not while he's like this.
And what makes you his keeper?
Because I am.
what makes you his keeper?
Protector, not his keeper. Which is something I could say I do a whole lot better job at than most of you have been doing. At least if he were with me, this wouldn't have happened. Two of you couldn't even beat me. How are you going to protect him from these guys?
I look at Dennis.
That uh he like looks to the ground.
I think only time can tell if we have what it takes or not.
Thankfully for you, I'm not stupid enough to start something here.
Hmm. Smart.
Smiles. Well, I guess this doesn't leave us with much further of a path then now, does it? He's gonna pull out a small stone with a rune on it.
I don't know what that is. I'll put my hand on my blade.
See you again soon.
Hopefully not too soon.
And the next time you see me, you will be coming with me. And I will not be back alone. And he's gonna break the rock in his hand. And you just watch a sphere and then suck in, and he's gone.
Good riddance.
All that remains is his old coat on the ground.
I want to go pick that up and rifle through the pockets.
Nothing in it. It's just his
Awesome.
overcoat.
Cool.
But it's a cool, like, it's like a bluer trench coat. All right. With that, do you go back to the party?
I can't help but feel like he had a point.
Oh, they all have points. Doesn't mean they're good points. The right points.
I don't think we could have beat him.
I think you underestimate what we're capable of. Though you know what? If I had to put a number to how strong I feel, it would be 4. Don't know why. I'm just feeling very 4 right now.
Oh my
Like on a
goodness.
proverbial scale of 1 to 20.
You don't want that coat, do you?
No,
Yes.
don't want to just.
Can you ball it up and then throw it in the air for me?
Yep.
I torch it.
No, I want my coat.
Yes.
Mine got melted in acid. I need clothes.
Nah, not his.
You never let me have nice things, Garf.
You just got a new cloak.
I got a
grateful.
cloak,
Be
not
grateful.
an overcoat.
Oh my gosh, he's remembering.
I don't even have a
Yep.
shirt. You just had to bring up fashion. That's all it took.
Alright, we
All
go
right.
back to the party.
So as you go back to the party, everyone's kind of sitting there. You see Tristan's got this new white cloak on. Still has no shirt because we melted his shirt and we don't have clothes for him. So he's got like pants. He's wearing like slippers and he's got a white cloak. Oh, well, hello, Dennis and Kerf.
Oh, hey.
I look at him
Kind
for
of
a
smiles
long
and
moment,
nods.
and then I just go back to my pillow hoard, and then I start shredding pillows again.
All right.
Zoe's like sitting, just on the outside of the horde, presently mending pillows.
We're going to do your favorite part here in a second. But before we do that, Goblin,
Yo.
let me give you your knife.
Yippee.
So you don't know what the cloak is he gave Tristan. However, Bainor, you gain the first quest-associated scaling legendary item. So it's not effectively legendary in strength at the moment, but it will grow in strength, and I'll explain it later. So
I love it.
let me get this. Inventory, please be in his inventory. Cool. And I have it pre-coded as a card because my kit and caboodle actually works now. So Mind Knife, stage 1. I have the rest of it in other documents. This is what you get to see so far. So A sleek blade of unknown metal that shimmers with faint shifting patterns. This weapon resonates with the wielder's intellect, growing in power as their mind sharpens. Stage 1, Keen Initiate. Rarity, Uncommon. It is a +1 dagger to attack and damage rolls. It has the Mind Pierce trait. On a hit, you now deal an additional 1d6 psychic damage on top of the 1d4 it does already. In addition to that, you can use this knife as a spellcasting focus for any spells you have the ability to cast. And it also has the quick calculation feat, which essentially gives you advantage on intelligence investigation checks while you are holding the knife.
Holy shit.
So you kind of hold it, and as you wield it out to it, almost has like this slight purple glow to it. But yeah, so this bad boy's yours, buddy. Oh, that's Dennis. That's not who I want. Where'd you go? Goblin.
Dennis, what are you doing with Goblin's knife?
Oh no, he
I-
just gave it to me.
Because you're the chosen one and all items belong to you.
Should go in. Hold on. Oh,
No,
do I have to edit?
The cape rejected me. I'm not the chosen one.
All right, my knife
Shut
is
up.
in your inventory. It should auto-code your actions because I pre-coded it.
Looks that way.
Yep. So it does 1d4 as base damage. It is magical, and then you get the extra d6 psychic. That d6 will likely scale the more of these items you guys collect.
It's gonna be a D20.
No, like we'll be adding additional d6s to it, but not quite yet. All right,
Hack
so
stabs for 50 d6.
oh, this campaign's gonna get fucking crazy. Just wait. So, we'll see how long it takes you guys to do this because there's a little bit more lore dump. But if it takes too long, we'll pause there and we'll do it tomorrow, anyways, for our Friday game. But as we long rest, you all level up to level 5. So go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna be right back.
I'm a level 2 wizard without a spell book.
Dennis, I have something for you.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Level 5.
I got Uncanny Dodge. Woo!
Level 5 farmer lookout.
You get 2 attacks now.
That must be nice.
I think I have the module loaded.
Tasha's still won't. Xander's and Tasha's still won't bring up their spells for me, so I'm worried about how this wizard level is gonna go. But I think I need the Tasha's wizard.
Other than proficiency going up +1, Hedge gets jack shit.
I think I get another level.
Oh, and 3rd level spell, sorry.
Sneak attack damage. No, doesn't look like it.
When I got 2nd level slots. Ooh. That's a big level.
And I'm back. Welcome. What's our multi-class now, Miss?
Level 3 ranger. I'm basically gonna go 6 ranger and then start going into rogue.
Sounds like a good plan. More monk.
I took monster slayer.
Ooh, extra attack and stunning strike.
What's the difference between a learned spell and a known spell?
Learned spells are ones you would write in. Known spells.
So
No,
In what
known
regard? In what
spell-
regard?
I
known
picked
spells
I picked 1 learned spell, and now I have to choose 7 known spells.
Known spells are ones in your book that you prepare. Learned spells are more akin to like what a sorcerer has, or a bard, a spontaneous caster. Basically, it's a spontaneous spell. It's one you just know.
Oh. Okay. So, like, they don't require preparation.
Um, Probably not. Context is relevant though.
Yeah, it depends on what it's referring to.
Yeah.
It just says 7 now, so I'm just gonna start clicking buttons and see what happens.
Oh, for wizard, that's basically the spells you know what to start, I guess.
But this is my second level.
What is it? What does it say? Can you
Choose
read it?
7 known spells from the list below.
Okay, and where are you getting the context of learned spells?
From the first page that I already clicked out of, which was choose 1 learned spell from the list below.
No, yeah. My assumption would be probably that then. You're
What
probably
do you
able to
just take? Second wizard?
Yeah.
All right,
order the spell.
so.
Is it because none of my spells say wizard on it? They're just spells.
No, that shouldn't do that. So are you looking at spell casting? Specifically?
It's a pop-up window after I took the level and picked Order of Scribe.
It's likely an order of the scribe specific thing.
Oh, because you have. Hold on. Yeah. Your thing, Awaken Spellbook. Oh, wait, no, you got your Quill. Awaken Spellbook. You can use your spell slot.
Should I just pick the spells that I've already have in my spell book?
Hold on. I'm reading your thing. I would just pick based on normal spell casting. I don't use any of the auto level up features for stuff like that, regardless.
Okay.
But you do get 2 things. So you get 2 Order of the Scribe things.
Yeah, but
I don't see any.
the fact that it's 7 spells for a level up is what's throwing me off, because I'd assume that was for being level 1. That's like your starting kit, but getting 7 for leveling up to 2
No.
doesn't seem right.
No,
I'm
you
just
wouldn't.
I'm gonna hit the cancel on this.
AFK
It may
dogs.
just be doing your. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just maybe
yeah.
trying to reap like a level 1 thing or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit cancel and just manually add my spells from my pre-panned list. That is just what I will do. So I want a dramatic orb.
Nice. Leave the combat turn too. Now I can do 5 hits a turn.
Good for you, man.
At least a few times.
It didn't take long treasure. I wanted something with a D, and I have no idea what that is.
What'd you get, Curve?
I
New
got
spells?
an extra attack and second level spells.
Girl. I got extra attack and stunning strike.
Nice.
And we all went to proficiency 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, cantrip power up is 7, right?
No, first cantrip power up is 5.
5, yeah.
It's 5, then 11.
Your vicious mockery hurts even more, Goblin. Yeah, 5,
And
11,
I get
17.
2 water bolts.
You do. From the elemental plane of water, nonetheless. Like fresh spring water.
The freshest water anyone has ever felt.
I wouldn't worry about that one, Dennis.
Okay.
Also, Dennis, as you're resting and kind of doing this, as you all take your time just hitting this milestone, you also now, as part of your magic rune, have the ability to call that book forward because you kind of attained it as your magic feat. But your grimoire can now be summoned at will.
Okay.
So as you go and you start working on these new spells in this book, and I'll get you some spells that are listed in there anyways. Not everything's visible yet. You can see stuff for like your level. But like you have this, and it's probably kind of one of those things where like you get it and you like literally nerd out, like just going through the notes all night long and trying to come through with things.
Like I'm pretty sure people have been teasing me about this and how it's like always just been behind my head. I mean, Curve kind of alluded to it. So like turn in for the night, I open the door and it's just sitting there on like my nightstand. And I just like slowly creep up to it and then just quickly put my hand on it and it like doesn't disappear or go away from me. And I like sit there for a moment and then I take my other hand and I also put it on and I feel it and I kind of rub my hand over that rune on the front and then pop the cover open and get to studying.
Yeah, and as you do, this is almost like that moment where like someone specifically like tells you you're actually a wizard. And like you have this book and you literally can see like you could do this magic. Like your ultimate nerd moment, your dream come true.
Oops, not what I meant to do.
All right. Anyone else still doing extra stuff?
I get
Okay, if you are. I just don't know what you guys are
Do you
doing.
have the coding for my new things?
Which new things do you need?
The breath and the shield stuff.
Oh, hold on. I gotta code the breath. That's a custom one. I'll code that for you one later. And then
Is it
shield bash I do.
Is it shield master the feat or just like a shield bash action?
I have an action for it.
Okay.
Thought I did. Maybe they don't.
I have to give Dennis his risk assessment machine.
Oh yes, very important.
I think it's coded into Shield Master anyway. Let me see your card. I'll just put it in and change the name on it. Yeah.
Whoa, what happened?
I'm mixing with your Shield Master.
I did something very
Nope, that's not right. I'm pressing your buttons too. It's gonna change really quick. That's not what I wanted. I'll find your Shield Bash.
All of my powers went into my fighting style tab.
This needs to go get something to actually eat.
Someone?
Were you eating while you were hunting?
It's been 2 days at least since we've been hunting.
Yeah, we didn't go hunting. You guys were all training kind of inside and around recently. We know you guys are done.
I have put all my stuff in my character that I need.
I didn't really have to pick from a whole lot.
What is happening?
I have the choice of Far Scribe or Gift of the Depths.
Holy shit, my investigation is off the fucking charts.
And you get advantage on it too.
And the passive is a +5.
My passive has bumped to 18. Other than me, who is our most perceptive party member?
Goblin.
Definitely me. I have observant.
I'm gonna need your help with stuff.
I gotta get Dennis his machine first.
No, that's fine.
I'm scared.
Don't worry. If you're scared, you can ask it about the future, shake it, and it'll tell you.
What?
Let's just see my funny little number. Everyone good on their characters?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you wake up this day feeling fresh. Slightly stronger than you did before.
Dennis, it's the strangest thing. You know how I said 4 yesterday? Today it's 5.
5?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
What do you think that guy felt like?
I don't know, probably like an 8 and 9 at least. Hard to tell.
Well, at least he's gone, and you know what? That's a relief, but it's also not a relief.
What's that weird ball you have?
Ball?
It's a little
Oh,
the thing I gave you is a jar. It's a little jar.
It's a jar. Goblin showed up at my room last night saying I needed to use this thing whenever I was feeling doubtful or something.
You're worried about the future.
Will breakfast be good today? And I shake it. What does it say?
Outlook is good.
It seems like he just kind of put a dice in a jar of water and is expecting me to believe it.
Well, we need to go eat breakfast and find out if it works or not.
Maybe this is better with you.
No. That's certainly better in your hands.
Wait. Okay. Are you still ripping apart pillows, or are you still avoiding Tristan?
My disposition goes from cheerful to gloomy again very quickly.
I thought you would have been the first one trying to get his mindset straight. I mean, you seem best suited for it. Didn't you grow up together from like a hatchling? Like, why wouldn't you just start telling him all of the stories that you love?
He's still recovering. I don't want to be
Help?
overbearing.
Then so you're instead of trying to help him recover, you're just going to try to avoid him? That's what I do. That's
Looking
not
at
what
him
you
makes me
do.
sad, Dennis.
Okay, fair. Why does it make you sad?
He doesn't remember me.
So make him remember you and don't be sad anymore.
This is coming from Dennis.
You're one to
Dennis.
talk.
Oh,
Dude.
Ouch.
Okay, Dennis, you know what? I'll talk to him today. For you.
Yeah, you're not someone who deals with being sad well.
That's also coming from
Speak
Dennis.
for your own self, Dennis. Oh my. You know what?
That's what's
End scene. I leave.
Slam door on face.
All right, what's your plan? You go see Baynor?
I gotta make
Yeah.
breakfast.
Zoe's sitting at the table working on something intently.
Morning Dennis is a different breed, I tell you what.
I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. What do you guys do?
I think I need to go get some food for myself. Or are we heading out soon?
We technically leave today.
All right, let's. I think we can wait till we're out when I go get something to eat.
They ever tell us how we're getting out? Or just front dooring it?
Oh, I do not want to trek 3 days back. I assume we'll just get kicked out somewhere around here. There are exits.
Is Tristan around?
Yeah, he's around.
And
Thank
here's
God. Oh, thank God that worked for you.
here's a breakfast.
I say as I assume he's wearing his white cloak.
Fancy schmancy.
And we only had roper eggs.
Where do
Wait,
you
we
even
have we have rope or eggs? I'll take eggs.
I'll take the rope.
where do you even find the nest?
It's roper eggs.
Oh,
I don't even think they laid eggs.
Well, I guess you learned a lot out there.
See if that was the right monster. Yep. Yeah, that was the right monster.
are you talking to Tristan or who?
Oh no.
That was to Mist. It looks like you learned a
Okay.
lot out there because ropers lay eggs. Who knew?
Mm-hmm. Well, eat up.
How are you doing?
It's been a few days, but I'm fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
Let's put it this way. I'd rather we do it after we leave if necessary.
Okay.
Miss looks like she's hungover, but not really. Irritable.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys power through breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Tristan will
yeah.
kind of look over at Goblin. Eat as much as you can, Goblin. We'll have to pay for breakfast after this.
Are you kidding me? I cook my own breakfast.
Oh, but we still have to buy the food. This
I
is free
mean-
food.
Listen, where I come from, I've never had to pay for food a day in my life.
I'm listening. He's like eating the food, listening.
Sometimes, things go missing off of, carts. Sometimes, food falls off of carts. It happens.
He's like writing notes.
Sometimes, you just you borrow some. And, maybe someday, many years from now, you'll pay him back. Maybe.
Got it. Makes sense. He writes
Oh,
it down.
Speaking of payment, Strix was kind enough to leave us with a bit of coin for our efforts, specifically your efforts.
He doesn't look up at you. He doesn't know what you're saying.
I'm not looking at him. I'm addressing the
Okay.
group.
Mhm.
I am going to distribute 3 platinum each. And I keep 2 for myself.
He set it down in front of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
You put them in your pockets
Alrighty, I'm back.
and keep
I
them.
put it in my pocket.
Good
Now
job.
what?
Good job, Goblin. You did it.
What is it for?
You have obtained coin. You know what? You'll find out later. It'll be really fun. We'll take you shopping.
Do you give 3 coins to Tristan too?
Yeah.
Is you give him money, he kind of looks at you like almost like you giving him money feels familiar.
Don't spend it all in one place.
That feels familiar. He just
Right.
puts it in his pocket.
Carry
Hey,
on.
Goblin, can I get your assistance for a second?
My assistance. Is it for cooking?
How about I share some recipes with you for the assistance?
Ooh. Roll a deception check, and it's not for Goblin.
Ooh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone mark off their 3 platinum?
Yeah,
Bradley?
got it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it
Put
right
it
now.
on my sheet.
Bradley?
I got my 3 platinum.
Sorry, I
Bradley.
had my. I thought everybody quit talking. I had accidentally hit the mute button on my. So I don't know what
Oh,
all was
no.
just said.
I haven't heard
mark
you
off,
for a bit. Yeah, 3 platinum.
Mark
for you.
off 3 platinum.
Give
Mark
yourself 3
off.
platinum.
Yeah, add 3
Yeah.
platinum.
I'm like, mark off. I'm like, I don't even have 3 platinum.
Yeah, give me money. Give me money.
Why am I getting
Give
platinum?
me-
We have been
We-
paid for successfully completing this adventure.
Ah,
She asked her brother for money.
I
Well, her
don't
brother
think I've
gave her
ever
money.
Had this much money in my life.
This would pay the town guards for like 2 months.
Were you trying to take Goblin Mist?
Oh no, like we'll stay in the building that we're in.
Uh-huh. Oh no, Tristan's watching you like a hawk. He protects Goblin now.
Hmm. So you know my power to muddle senses or mess with senses? I want to see using my cloak, see how close I can get to Goblin without him noticing me, even though I'm not really trying to like hide.
Sure, give me 1 sec. Technically,
I
you're
don't know
trying to suppress his what?
Like-
Hearing scent?
Overall perception.
How it works is you can focus on. So you have 2 abilities right now.
Mhm.
You have a supplementing ability, so you can take 1 sense and make it sense something different, and then you can disable 1 sense with your other ability. To make it work, you can only use 2 at a time because essentially your spellcasting focus for these are your eyes.
Yep.
So you have to maintain visual focus. If you look away or become blinded, it will end.
Ooh, okay, I got to keep my eyes open.
But as long as you look at them, you can do 1 with each eye. He does have to make a save too, technically.
Yes.
It would be the same. I think it's the same. It's a DC 13.
Con. Or you never told me the save.
I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, we'll just call your stuff con saves more or less overall, unless it's a
Yep.
specific one. Makes sense.
Okay. Basically shift what he's seeing a little bit, so he's not actually looking directly at me.
Well, first, Goblin, roll your con save.
Here. Take it.
All right, so the first one succeeds.
Mhm.
So what's the first one you do? What sense do you take away or supplement?
Sight.
Are you supplementing or taking away?
Supplementing. So
What are you
he's
making him see?
Basically the room without me in it, if that's possible.
Sure. And then are you doing a second one?
I'll try hearing.
All right, so you try to take away his hearing. Roll another save, con save on him.
No, you're good.
That one he passes. Yeah, so he doesn't see you.
Mhm. But I'll try to just walk as close to him as I can.
Roll a stealth check with advantage. We'll say.
The 17 went on a wild ride.
What's your passive perception, Goblin?
17, I think.
Yeah, you would notice him. So you could get up like right behind him, and he's just kind of nerding out on probably cool shit.
Mhm.
Tristan kind of looks at you as you stand up behind him.
I end up having to blink eventually. Okay. Oh, thank you for the assistance, and I will deactivate, blink, look away.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
where do we go meet Baynor?
I definitely walked in front of Goblin a few times.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right, breakfast consumed. We go to Baynor. We're not going to. We'll pause here in just a few seconds. I'll let you guys see the room. We'll go into the lore dump tomorrow. Just as it's 1:30, and we're already going to be playing again tomorrow late, anyways. So as you guys head over, and you don't actually go to the arena, you go to a different building you haven't been to yet. And as you get welcomed inside and you wait for Baynor, there's like charts and weird information in this room. You see runes all over the room. You see maps. You see drawings of items and things like that. And there's almost like a little presentation area.
Tilly looks down from her book.
What's all this?
You just kind of look around, investigate if you want to try to figure it out before he gets here.
It's a classroom.
Yeah, she'll have a look.
Yeah. As you guys look around, it looks like someone's research laboratory. Miss, you recognize a lot of these things just looking through that book you had recently.
Uh-huh.
And then, Miss, you find something on the wall. It's an image of like a full suit of armor and like a shield, weaponry, like a full kit for someone's armor. And there's notes and runes and things that all point to different sections of it.
No. Interesting.
And you look, if you see a little note and you kind of recognize the cloak in this picture looks a lot like the cloak Tristan's wearing.
Yep, exactly.
You see one of the copies of the book you saw before next to it. As you go to do a quick reference for what you look at, the symbol that is associated next to this image that points to the cloak. Where did it go? Oh, no, that's on the graph. It's a rune that says spirit.
Weird. Look at Tristan.
Just randomly looking around the room as you guys are all investigating.
Do you have a new rune, or is it just?
Do you look at the cloak? He doesn't have any additional runes.
Yes.
You go to look at the cloak. It does have the rune on it.
Ah, I see.
And you go back and look, and there's 10 different pieces on this chart you're looking at. Roll just a general D100 to see how good you've gotten at reference material.
Wow.
Do you have inspiration? Nope.
Nope.
I will just tell you, based on the pictures, you have no information regarding any of the runes on any of these items other than the spirit one you succeeded on.
Nope.
You see on this chart a sword, gloves, boots, a belt, armor, cloak, an amulet, a ring, a shield, and a crown.
I want the crown to tuned to Dennis so badly.
Okay, that's what you see.
All right.
Anything you want to do quickly before we pause?
No, I don't know. See if I can. I rolled really high on my D100,
That you did.
but I want to see if I can discern what piece might go to who. Because weren't we told that it tunes to people?
So you're told two things. You're told that you are looking for specific types of things, and with those things, there are also these legendary type items. So you see no mention of the mind knife on this chart. You gather these are the items you are looking for, and the items that go with them are not shown. You read Draconic or no? You do, yes?
I do, yes.
Hold on. It does actually have a label on the chart. There you go, miss.
That is. Why that? Why that wording?
Because. And as you hear Banner kind of walk in behind you, that is where we'll pause for this evening and pick up tomorrow for our almost full. We'll be full week as long as you guys play Saturday. We have had a game. I guess you played last one, so it won't matter. Yeah, 7 days of coverage.
We started,
Not shabby.
Actually,
Friday, Saturday.
myself, Kate, and Garrett have played since last Friday solid.
It's been a
Not
good
too
time.
bad, people.
So thank
We've
you for
definitely
running
fast-forwarded some
the
content.
Thanksgiving week of D&D.
Of course, we're not done yet. We got one
Nope.
more to go.
But tomorrow is our regularly scheduled programming of this game. So back on schedule there. And then I probably will not be able to do Sunday if you're thinking that, because I got to get up for school. Our kids
That's
up for
fine.
school Monday morning. Unless we can start super early.
I think people. I think we have at
Back
least
up.
one person that has to work. Yeah,
I go back to work tomorrow.
Boo.
not too bad. But on the bright side, Christmas is not in the too distant
Yep,
future.
we'll have 3 weeks of school, and then be on Christmas break for 2, so lots more gaming then. But yeah, thank you for running. Thanks everyone who joined us tonight. Appreciate it. You can catch replays on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follows, shares, appreciated. Catch you tomorrow night. We still starting midnight, or are we starting early tomorrow?
We basically probably start midnight because it's about the time slumber gets up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, you just said you had to go to work tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you on midnight Central tomorrow night. And hang on through the credits. I'll find us someone to raid, and have a great rest of your weekend. Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Right?